y'all miss me? I'm back, Raider Nation. It's good to be back. Coming up here today on our live show, Week 17, Madden Simulation. I can't even believe it that we are at this point in the season. Though, don't show this one. What you were going to show doesn't make any sense. Week 17, Madden Simulation. Coming up here on today's program, I'm going to be answering some questions. So make sure that y'all are using hashtag Raiders or Super Chat to skip the line to get those questions and comments up here on the show. And I figured before the game got started, we're going to get a lot of questions around the Raiders. I was gone last week. Figured we're going to get a lot of questions regarding maybe Christian Wilkins. Maybe we're going to talk about Carter Bradley, whatever it might be. If you have anything that you want to know about my honeymoon, I won't tell you everything, but don't be afraid to ask some questions. We're also going to be doing a duck race here on today's show, $10 Venmo, because I saw Fabian Moreno said, I can't believe that I missed doing some duck races. So I got to know who you got, Las Vegas Raiders or the New York Giants. And if you haven't already voted at the live poll at the top of the show, I would please love to know your answer to that one, because who's got a better shot to win in their division? Do the Raiders have a better chance to win the AFC West, or do the New York Giants have a better shot to win the NFC East, which right now I'm seeing 88% of the votes are for the silver and black, which I think both. I think it's a tough question, and I think Venthrak even said it himself that it was a tough question because the Eagles are the defending Super Bowl champs. Yep, you got Kansas City, who has dominated the West for many, many years. But I am seeing a lot of LVs down below from Gary, from Ed Robbins to Venthrak, and I also saw a few people asking, what exactly are the crowns? I'll explain what the crowns are in the chat here in just a moment. It is a new feature on YouTube. First, though, I got to go to my man, the Night Devil, a.k.a. Fabian Moreno, the man that has banged the most in the month of May, the man that has banged the most in June. Hell, Fabian Moreno banged probably more than I did on my honeymoon. Welcome back, dude. Nation, it's weird having a week go by without a live stream. I may work and not watch the whole thing, but I enjoy spending time with the nation. This is one of those things where, full transparency, I had an amazing honeymoon. The flights getting there and coming home, it's a whole different story, which I just saw from the Los Oakland Raider 94. We'll explain everything that happened in a second. But I was kind of a little bit ready to get back to work. I'm excited for Raiders football season. This is finally the time of the year where there is a little bit of excitement. Training camp starts tomorrow for the veterans. We get into the preseason games, and then we get into the regular season. We made it through the dog days. May, June, and July. It's tough, and I fully know that. But being able to come back to work, being able to hang out with the nation again, I was honestly, truly looking forward to today. But that being said, I had an amazing honeymoon. Alex and I spent a lot of quality time together, and it was probably one of the coolest trips that I ever had the opportunity to do. It was an amazing honeymoon, but I hope I never take another honeymoon again. Let's go to Los Oakland Raider 94. How was the plane ride? Well, if you follow me on social media, you probably already know my answer to this, but we had a 10-hour delay going to our honeymoon, and that was, I think American Airlines fell a little bit short of getting people on flights, is how I'll explain it. They're going to blame it on the weather, but there were so many other flights that were going to the exact same areas we were going. But a 10-hour delay going. The bad one was coming home. We were literally sitting on our flight, Alex and I, and we were getting ready to come home, and then they're like, unfortunately, we're going to need y'all to deboard the plane because it's overheating and there was an engine issue. So we get off the plane, and then we find out that we had a 17-hour delay in Mexico. We ended up staying at this hotel called the Fiesta Inn, and it was hell of a party, I'll tell you that. But then we get back to the airport. They delayed it again after a 17-hour delay. We got delayed 20-plus hours. It was a hell of an experience. I can't imagine if I had to do it by myself. Luckily, Alex and I were together, but 30-plus hours of flight delays thanks to American Airlines. And don't worry, they offered Alex and I, this is the crazy part, $32 in food and drink coverage for dinner and breakfast. $8 for Alex for dinner, $8 for me for dinner, $8 for breakfast, $8 for breakfast. I was like, where on earth are we eating right now? But I had an amazing trip, dude. Now, at least I can laugh about it. It's going to be a memorable thing, no doubt about it. So let's talk about today's Super Chat deals here on today's Raiders Report show. If you send in a $5 Super Chat, like I just saw my man Blinky just do. What's up, Blink? then you're going to be entered in our fantasy football raffle, which, by the way, is going to be announced July 31st. And it's going to be a fun competition, no doubt about it. If you send in a $10 Venmo, that is going to be entered in for our duck race. We will do that at the very, very, very end of today's show. If somebody sends in a $20 super chat, I'm going to give you 4 tickets for the fantasy football raffle, and you're going to get a wheel spin. By far, the best deals here on today's Raiders Report program are going to involve this wheel spin. I don't know if it's going to be as good as the Devil deal of the day. I don't know what that is yet. But if you send in a 20 and you want this show to get some great deals going, an opportunity for you, opportunity for everybody watching, that's how you get that. And then every hundo, since it's my first show back and since it's a Monday, we're going to count it as 2 bangs. If you are wondering what our July bang race is, as it stands right now it's the Patrick Roche show. And if Patrick Roche is our July bang MVP, he will be entered in our fantasy football competition, and it's going to be a fun one. But right now, as it stands, here is our July bang race. Yoda Jenkins is also tied with Just Win Baby and Ryan Campbell for 2 bangs this month. So if you are just tuning in, because I get it, we're getting a lot of new people that always tune into the Raiders Report every single live show that we do. The closer and closer we get to the season, we're going to be doing a 12-team league. We might do 14. It's still a little bit TBD. Whoever is the bang MVP, you're in for the month of July. And every $5 super thanks, think of it as like a 50-50 raffle ticket for an extra opportunity to join our fantasy football league. What up, Blinky? You're next up here on the show, my man. Welcome back, Mitch. Hope you had a good time. Got my tickets for the Jags game. Can't wait to see the nation in November for the first time. For the Jags game. And what week is Raiders versus Jaguars? That is November 2nd, so that's what, right after the Raiders bye week. So this says November 2nd for the Raiders schedule. Raiders Jags. I mean, I'll tell you this. There's a lot of good games on the schedule this season. I'm excited to see how the Raiders team stacks up. I'm not really all that terrified of Trevor Lawrence. I am really honestly excited to see what Travis Hunter looks like, because to me, we haven't seen somebody like Charles Woodson probably since Travis Hunter. For me personally, though, the game that I know I'm going to try to get out and go to is going to be the Raiders-Cowboys game, which is a Monday Night Football showdown. It's going to be an absolute battle. But I'm looking right now. So Raiders-Chiefs is week 8. Then it's Raiders-Chiefs is week 7. Raiders have a bye week 8. Week 9 is Raiders-Jags. Then week 10 is the Broncos-Cowboys is going to be week 11. Blinky, maybe I'll be able to get out there. I don't know yet. I'd love the opportunity to be able to get out there. And I don't know if y'all just know this. We got a brand new top fan. His name is Drew, and he wants that wheel spin to happen. So you guys maybe have noticed there are a purple crown that says number 1. There is another crown that says number 2. And there is another crown that says number 3. So what you're going to see is my guy Jeremy is not here today. He's off. So we got Jack Lotteray stepping in. If y'all could, show some love to my guy Jack. Spam some JLs down below. Whatever you want to do, it will help you become a top commenter, a top fan here on the Raiders Report. So I'll just be transparent. I have no control over this ranking. I have absolutely no control over this ranking. It is a brand new YouTube feature, and the way that YouTube is deciding who the top fans are for this live show, every single live show that I do, there's going to be a brand new top fans. So here is the leaderboard, a place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges in the live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. How do you get on the leaderboard? Send in live chat messages, send super chats and super stickers. So from what I understand, the top 2 ways that you can be featured and kind of get, that crown next to your name, 1, 2, or 3, by commenting all the time or by sending in super chats. There is no mathematical equation. I don't even know how YouTube does it, but this is a new feature, and anytime YouTube drops a new feature, I just simply want to be able to tell you guys about it. But right now, if you click on one of those crowns, you can go through and you can look at the top fans, and there are XP. That is essentially the amount of points that you are accumulating on each live show. Again, I don't exactly know how you get more XP. From what I get, it is from commenting, and sending in super chats. But, like, there's the top 3, but you can also see the top 50 commenters right now, or the top 50 fans, according to YouTube, on this show. Let's go to my man, Drew. What up, Drew? After I go through this super, we will spin the wheel for you. Welcome back, flying into Vegas the 13th for the Monday Night Football owner, up against the Chargers. Crawford and Canelo fight that night in Vegas. Omaha guys, so going for Crawford. Who do you like in that fight? Let me in that fantasy football league. Well, luckily for you, Drew, you're going to get 4 tickets in the fantasy football league. I don't know a lot about boxing, okay? But I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to root for Canelo, and that's just because I'm going to root for Canelo. Like, I don't have an answer for it, right? Like, I don't watch a lot of boxing. I know Crawford, I believe, is the younger fighter. He's probably the favorite if I had to guess. But I've just always respected the way that Canelo has been able to go out there and do his thing for such a long period of time. And I think because of that, I'm going to root for Canelo. But I don't really have an actual reason, rhyme, or reason. And that's just me being honest with you. If you want more analysis on boxing, you can subscribe to Chat Sports. But I don't even know if we do it over there. All right, let's get this wheel spin. A rockin' and a rollin'. Let's see what we end up getting here. I saw somebody say I sent a $20 Venmo. I'll give you 2 spots in the duck race. Oh, boy, I have no idea what this is. $200 Venmo equals free tickets for everyone who comments. All right, I'll leave this deal up until we do another wheel spin, or unless somebody's crazy enough to do this deal. So I didn't know what exactly was going to be on the wheel. What do you say? I think what we'd have to do if somebody did this, we would just put 60 seconds on the clock, and everybody that comments, we just put their name in. It's a lot of people, a lot of names. I don't know if it's going to happen. I have no idea. That's the deal right now. That's where it stands. You're not wrong. It's probably the one that I was the most nervous about as well. So we'll see what ends up happening. If anybody ends up doing it, obviously, we will let you know. So speaking of Venmo, though, I'm going to hop on over to my Venmo real quick here. I'm going to see how many people are ending up getting in this duck race here, which today, and I know Fabian was like, bro, I missed doing some duck races. Fabian Moreno, you, sir, are the first one who is in. And again, we are doing a $10 Venmo today. It is a Monday. Raider Sancho, I got you in. I see my brother from another mother, Husker Raider. What's up? Richard Black, I got you. Gary Backus, I got you. Anthony Bam, hopefully I pronounced that right. Anthony Bam's got 2 of them. One more refresh here. And as it stands right now, it is a $10 Venmo. You would go home with $40. We're going to do that at the very, very end of today's show. Let's go to the Night Devil. What up, Night Devil? Devil deal of the day. 150 likes. 2 subscribers for a $20 wheel spin. Give it to 2 random people. Of course, I'll cover the spin. All right, so you're saying if we get to 150 likes, 2 subscribers for a $20 wheel spin. I'm in. That sounds good to me. If you're willing to make a deal, Fabian, at this point, bro, you've earned your stripes here on this show. So here's what we're doing. If we get to 150 likes, we got 220 people in the live chat right now. And if you're tuning in, you're like, dude, where the hell is this Raiders-Giants Madden Sim? We'll get to it. We usually just talk a little bit. You know, it's like when you sit down for dinner. You don't just sit down and you start eating right away. You sit down, you look at the menu, you pick out what you want to be able to get. You have some good conversation. You chow down, and then you do a duck race. I mean, that's usually how every single dinner goes for me. So Can't Control Life says hit that like button. DJ Scrappy, what's up, what's up? If you want a shout out here on today's show, here's how I'm going to know who is subscribed. You can't get a shout out. You can't comment down below unless you're subscribed to the Raiders Report. So the Devil deal of the day. Here it is, 150 likes. We're going to give away 2 wheel spins for 2 random people. And, of course, the Night Devil's going to cover the wheel spin. So it's going to be interesting, man. Miggy Camacho, Ed Robbins, Raider Sancho. It's good to see each and every one of y'all here on today's stream. So, before we get into today's live Madden game, What do you think the score is going to be? Las Vegas Raiders up against the New York Giants. I will say this, if you've been following along with our Madden game, the scores have been a little bit lower over the past few weeks. The Giants have one of the best, if not, I think the Giants might have one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the NFL with that front that they have. Like, the defensive front that the Giants have been able to create is kind of what I've been hoping that the Raiders have been trying to create on their defensive line. I mean, they are loaded. Abdul Carter, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns. It's an intimidating front. But I do think one of the ways that if you're the Raiders that maybe you can attack that front is to get the ball out quickly, obviously, and also run through the air with Ashton Jeanty. Like, this would be a game where I'm doing a lot more screens personally. I'm going to go with 24. Let's go with 24-21. Raiders get the dub. It's been a little bit of a low-scoring past few games, but it is what it is. Raider Nation 80 is going to go with 20-16. Raiders get a dub. Christopher Domingo, 28-17. Ed Robbins, you already know, man. Big Luck, 34-17. Emmanuel Sanchez, 28-21. Let's go to a super chat coming in from RG. Mitch, welcome back, man. Raider Nation, period. It's good to be back, dude. Like, I really, truly mean that, and yeah, it's one of those, it's a double-edged sword where it's hard to leave vacation. It's hard to leave your honeymoon. It honestly was really difficult leaving Alex and my dog Chuck today just because I haven't seen Chuck for, a long time, and I've just spent so much time with Alex over the past week. But coming into work today, I felt refreshed. I felt ready to go. I was excited to do this Madden stream, and I was excited to be able to talk to y'all. Like, I know that I haven't been able to sit down and shake hands with each and every Raiders fan that tunes into the show, but believe it or not, y'all are a big part of my life as well, and it was weird, not saying what's up to Ventrac. It was weird not saying what's up to Miggy, not hearing Zalesbo's name, not being able to scream Fabian Moreno or Patrick Roche. Like, those are things that I do look forward to every day, and I'm happy to be back. RG, sending in some hearts again, dude. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. You're probably going to see your name, if you keep doing that, pop up on the top fans. And speaking of a top fan, Husker Raider has now climbed up the board and is now number 3, according to YouTube, on our top fans today. Rebel, Wilkins in a boot last week, and now he's working out. Yeah, I mean, the whole Christian Wilkins situation, which I kind of got into it with some fan today on Twitter because I don't know what people – it blows my mind how people just think of something and they run with it, where I'm like, if you just watch the video, it'd be a lot easier to do that. Reading comprehension is key. But I would look at it as a good thing. Like, Christian Wilkins was literally in a video. He's in Crocs. He's at the Raiders workout facility. I just tweeted out the video as well earlier on today at Mitchell Renz 365. But he looks like he's in good spirits. He looks like he's happy. Like, I don't know what exactly is happening with Wilkins, and I always got to be very transparent. I am not an insider. I don't even really try to be an insider. I'm a Raiders fan that when I get information that I'm like, you know what, I think other Raiders fans would want to hear that, I share it on this show. And that's really it. So I know that Wilkins is currently dealing with something. But I also knew that Wilkins was going to try to play through it this upcoming season. Do we know what exactly is happening? I don't know exactly if even Wilkins and his team know exactly what is happening. But I think you have to look at the latest video that we got on Wilkins as encouraging news because he looks happy, he looks healthy, he's not in a walking boot, and he's dancing in Crocs. Like, if the Las Vegas Raiders allow Christian Wilkins to work out in Crocs, and I mean this, if they allow him to work out in Crocs and do what he's doing in Crocs, just because of all the injuries that he had, shame on the Raiders. Like, and that's me being honest. Also, shame on Christian Wilkins if he's not 100% healthy. Is he 100% healthy? I don't really know. But I think we could all agree that the Wilkins situation is one to, I don't know. I know he's on the PUP list, Kirk. That I do know for a fact. Let's go to Husker Raider, another 20, which means another wheel spin, which means this. The $200 Venmo deal is now officially done unless we get it again, which if we get it again, I'll probably drop it down to a $100 Venmo. You ready? Actually, let me answer this first. Raiders win 24-17. Did other second-round picks end up signing? Yes, there was a bunch of other second-round picks that ended up signing. I actually don't know off the top of my head if all 32 second-round picks have ended up signing that dotted line. And I talked about it a little bit yesterday in the video that I did where I know Bech, originally, him and 30 other second-round picks didn't sign that deal yet because Carson Swessinger, Jaden Higgins got fully guaranteed second-round deals. But I was proud that Bech ended up signing the deal. And quite frankly, I don't give a shit about all the second other round picks. Like I literally do not care. And I get that probably agents don't want to upset other second round picks, and I'm sure Jack Bech didn't want to upset other second round picks, but Jack Bech and his agent knew what the deal was when they got drafted in the second round. And I was just happy that that contract ended up getting signed, because instead of worrying about the other 30 second round picks, you should have been worried about the Raiders players on your team, because those are the brothers that you need to be concerned about. Those are the guys you're going to go to battle with week in and week out. And those are the players that I care a lot more about, and not the other second rounders. So I was very proud of Jack Bech to get that deal done, and I expected that deal to get done. Let's get this wheel spin going. Shout out to my man, Husker Raider, for moving on up the top fans list. And as it stands right now, Night Devils at number 1, Drew's at number 2, Anthony at number 3. Only 4 people have over 1,000 XP points, according to YouTube and our top fans right now. A $5 super chat equals 2 tickets. All right, this is a good one. So I know a lot of people have been trying to get in our fantasy football raffle. And once we get through all the super chats, once we get everybody else in for the duck race, we will officially get into our Raiders versus Giants Madden simulation. So here's going to be the deal. For the next 60 seconds, we're going to go a little tuna clock on this one. Shout out to the great Brandon Jasper, RIP to him. 60 seconds on the clock. Every $5 super chat that we get on this channel, we're going to put you in for 2 raffle entries for that Raiders Fantasy Football League. And if you want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, put your score prediction in. Get a score prediction in there. Don't be afraid to ask a question. You might as well do it, because I just saw one come in from Bridget Rivera, which we will answer here in just a moment. Some other names that I'm seeing get in this duck race before I forget, or forget's not the right word, before I pass on them. I see, 60 seconds. Victor Lobos, I got you in. Stanley Holmes, I got you in. Miggy, I got you in. And then Soulja Man, you're going to be in twice, Soulja Man. Right now, it's a $10 Venmo for a chance to win $65 here on today's show. So, Bridget Rivera, you got an extra ticket. Zalesbo, she's got an extra ticket, which I love to see. Can you go to the Bridget Rivera one for me real quick? Thank you. Zalesbo said 26-24 Raiders. All right, Zalesbo, I see you. Still no extension for Miller or Meyers. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be one of those that if it was up to me, I would just get the deal done. And I don't understand how an organization can trade for Geno Smith, can give him a contract extension, and then not also extend probably the 2 most important players that are going to determine his success this upcoming season. Now, yes, Ashton Jeanty is going to be up there as well, but protecting his blind side and finding a number 1 wide receiver in Jakobi Meyers and keeping both of those players happy, I do think is really important. I was also told, this a few weeks ago, where it might just come down to priority, and priority might just be not that Kolton Miller and Jakobi Meyers aren't a high priority, but because Jakobi and Kolton are 2 players that I don't really think that the Raiders are all that worried about them not showing up and getting the job done. Maybe because, they had other things to prioritize. Maybe the Jack Bech contract. Maybe the Christian Wilkins injury. I don't know what they were prioritizing. Rookies going to training camp. I do still hope that the Raiders get 2 contract extensions done. But then again, they haven't gotten one done yet. And I know Kolton Miller's team wants one. Jakobi, I would imagine, also wants one. But the Raiders did draft Jack Bech. They drafted 3 wide receivers in general. The Raiders also drafted 2 offensive linemen, but I would have extended them. I don't know why they haven't done it. Ed, what's going on, man? Mitch, welcome back. Who do you think the next cut will be by Carroll, and who do we sign next? So I know when I was gone, Carter Bradley was the player that the Las Vegas Raiders ended up cutting, and I'm not surprised by it. He was ranked number 91 on my rankings for the Raiders players, and that was the guy that I would have moved on from, and a player that I said was probably the least important player on the silver and black. Not saying he was the worst player, but because you have Geno, a reliable quarterback number 2 in Aiden, and a quarterback that they drafted in this past regime, that makes Carter Bradley the easy cut candidate. I would say out of any of the players that you could go to, I mean, there's like 10 to 15 guys I'd move on from. I'd probably move on from one of the bottom receivers that are on that depth chart. You could look at maybe one of the bottom players on the offensive line. And if you check out the video that went out last week while I was gone, any player probably ranked from 90 to 80 on my top 91 Raiders ranked would be somebody that I would move on from. Who do we sign next? I hope it's Julian Blackmon. I hope it's Justin Simmons. I hope it's Jadeveon Clowney. If it was up to me, those would be the top 3 players that I personally would target. Let's go to Anthony. What up, Ant? I like this one. Anthony Bam. What is it, Bamondi or is it Bam Ondi? I think either way, I might call you Anthony Bangondi. Because if you bang Anthony, that one's going to absolutely slap. Raiders! Raiders dub today, 27-14. Are we going to get player stats at the end of this Madden season? Dude, it's going to be a tough one. I'm just going to be transparent with you. Technically, we would be able to go back and we'd be able to do it. It would be a massive homework assignment that I'd have to give Jeremy Chuggs or another guy here at the office to do. I would say an easier way to do it would be like, I could probably just give you the Ashton Jeanty stats. I could probably just give you the Geno Smith stats. Those would be probably the 2 players that would be the easiest to get it done. It's not that the answer is yes. Like, could I do it? Yes. But I don't know if we're just going to have the time or the manpower to go back and do it. If I did it, it would probably take away my ability to, get you guys an extra Raiders video, which I hear you loud and clear, but I always want to be able to give you guys more and more content. Speaking of giving you more and more, I want to spin a wheel here because Anthony sent in a 20, and every 20 that we get today, we're going to spin a wheel for an awesome deal of the day. Oh, boy. We're also 4 likes away from the devil deal of the day. All right, so we're going to give away 3 raffle tickets. So here's how this is going to go. Whoever spams DZ down below the most, we're going to give away 3 free raffle tickets. So 3 different people, whoever spams DZ, and we got a brand new person on our top fans leaderboard. Y'all might know him as one of the GOATs. I know him as a dear friend of mine, and he said, did somebody say bang? David Zahn Bang! The new #1 leader on our top fans list. So, Jack, if you could just show real quick that top fans rankings real quickly. David Zahn just shot up the leaderboard. He is now #1, and it is not even close. The XP, again, this is a brand new feature on YouTube. I have no control over it. All I know is this. If you chat a lot down below and if you super chat, that's going to be how you jump up YouTube's top fans. So Zahn's got 5,000. This is David Zahn's world, and we're kind of all just living in it. Anthony's at #2. The Night Devil is at #3. And if you want to see the remaining people of where they rank, it goes all the way to the top 50. This is a brand new feature. This is going to be something that we talk about a little bit more. Oh, yeah, keep going. That's pretty cool. Shout out to Jack. Again, we're always trying to get you guys new graphics. We're always just trying to get you guys some brand new things here on the Raiders Report. And when YouTube drops something new, we're always going to try to put it up here on screen. So, all right, I'm seeing a lot of DZs down below. Jack, I'm going to list off 3 names if you could write them down for me. All right, I'm closing my eyes. I see a DZ. The first name that shows up on my list is Jose Salcedo. So that's Salcedo. Closing my eyes again. The next name that I see is, actually, it's Anthony Bamondi. So, Anthony, you're getting an extra one. Closing my eyes. The first one that I land on is VVSELI. VVSELI. Those are the 3 tickets that we have given away. Shout out to the wheel spin. That was a legendary wheel spin. Oh, my. I'm actually curious if it'll update live on here. It won't. You have to refresh it. I got you. Well, we're off the rails today. I'll tell you that right now. We are already a little bit off the rails today. Also, that was David Zahn's, I believe, first bang of the month of July. And Zahn is, outside of, I would say, Raider Ron, nobody has banged more than David Zahn. For the history of the Raiders Report, that is. Dude always stays banging. Dude always stays banging. So, Zahn, shout out to you, dude. We gave you, again, every bang today. We're going to count it as 2 bangs, just so all y'all know. It's a Monday. We're always trying to create deals. We're trying to have a good time. Once I get through all the Super Chats, if that does ever happen, we will get into the Raiders versus Giants Madden simulation game, man. But first, before I do, Patrick Roche! Bang! Another one from Patrick Roche, the man that has banged more than anybody the month of July, and he is right now in a league of his own. Y'all are absolutely positively insane right now. I just want that to be clear. Absolutely positively insane right now. And again, here is YouTube's top fans. We're going to keep on showing it as long as y'all are keep on showing it. 8 a.m. dropping like a stone on the leaderboard from Captain Steve. I mean, here's the thing, though. I do believe the more you comment, the more XP you're going to gain. I don't know how the math works. I'm not trying to act like I know how it works, but it's interesting. I know that. All right, y'all. I want to get through some of these Super Chats here on today's show, and then we will get into also, Patrick and Zahn, y'all might as well give me your score prediction. Y'all, I mean, if your score prediction's right, you guys know the deal. It's a Madden Sim Day. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know it, man. Jose Salido, spamming Raiders. Def Halo, whoop, whoop. Sean Irish, bang, bang. Oh, dude, I'll tell you what. I really appreciate y'all showing out and showing the utmost love today on the first live show that I've been back to. It means a lot to me. It really does. I didn't know how exactly it was going to go today because I haven't been here in a little while, but y'all are here. Y'all are showing love, and I think that is freaking awesome. Also, what's awesome, $10 Venmo. Y'all have an opportunity to go home with $80 here on today's show. Let's go to Ryan Campbell. Ryan Campbell digging up my room, found like 7 Raiders hats. Prediction, 23-13. Hope you enjoyed your vacation. I really did enjoy my vacation. A lot of good food, a lot of good drinks. There was times where Alex and I had like parts of the beach to our entire self. She ended up doing a massage one day. We did horseback riding, which was pretty freaking crazy. We did a cocktail class. We did a wine tasting class. We tried out every restaurant that was basically at this resort that we were at. I got to play catch one day with one of our hosts because he was a baseball player. Him and I started talking about sports one day. He was a lefty. We played catch on the beach. It was probably the coolest trip I ever took in my entire life, and I hope that I would get to visit again. Alex and I were actually talking about it. You know, to be able to go back to the place where we had our honeymoon would be really special, but I would want to be able to take, like, her mom. I would want to be able to take, like, my mom potentially, or maybe like 10 years down the road, once we have kiddos, to be able to take the kids, I think would be really, really flipping awesome. So let's get a wheel spin going here for my guy, Ryan Campbell, and let's see what this thing ends up landing on. Oh, man, it looks like we're going to be doing 3 free raffle tickets again. So here's how we're going to do it. I want y'all to spam RC for Ryan Campbell. This is his wheel spin. Whoever spams RC the most, we're going to put you in for a chance to get in our Raiders Report Fantasy Football League. While y'all are spamming RC, let's keep on going through some of these super chats that I know that we've skipped ahead of. And the way that this show goes is when somebody sends in a hundo, I'm going to skip to that one right from the jump. Zalesbo, I'll take 2. That was 2 raffle tickets and a 26-24 Raiders victory. Let's go to Sancho. I'm already in. Can you add Michaela? Can you put in Michaela instead of Sancho? Or you can put Raider Sancho Michaela. I'll know. No matter what, Sancho, even if you win, we can put Michaela in. Though I feel like if both of y'all ended up getting in this fantasy football league, a dad versus daughter head-to-head would be pretty electric, dude. Rebel, this will be an L if Snowden gets cut. Show chart. I'm hoping that the whole Charles Snowden situation, and it's kind of a double-edged sword for me, where I hope that Snowden doesn't get cut because I do think he can help out this team. But I also think that the NFL and the Raiders in general need to kind of, show these players that you can't just keep doing stupid shit over and over and over again and not really get penalized. Like, y'all put your pants on the exact same way that we do. So I think not being afraid to lay down the law is important. But we're going to find out a lot, and there is a possibility that Charles Snowden gets suspended. I would say right now the expectation is that he gets suspended 3 games. If you don't know what we're talking about, then go check out the video that I dropped earlier today on the Raiders Report. Def Halo, welcome back, Mitch. Hope all went well. Now for the season home stretch. 24 20s and a Raiders win. Def Halo, shout out to you, my dog. Everything went well minus my flights getting there. I'm excited for the Raiders preseason. I'm excited for the Raiders regular season. All right, I'm seeing a lot of RCs down below. Let's go to Ed Robbins. 20-10. Raiders Chuck needs a sister. Just saying. I think once I officially get done paying off my wedding and I officially get done paying off the honeymoon, the next step is to get Chuck another dog buddy. Though I don't know if we're going to do a brother or a sister. I genuinely, the way that I would want to do it is I would want to rescue, because Chuck was a rescue, and Chuck's been, outside of Alex, the greatest thing that has ever happened to me, right? And I love that dog to the end of the world and back. But I would want to rescue again. So if it's a boy, if it's a girl, it's kind of up in the air. But I agree. Chuck definitely needs a buddy. Definitely needs a buddy. Ed, you're in. Anthony, if Tyree Wilson ends up playing on the inside, what's the ideal weight for him to play at? I could see him being similar to DeForest Buckner. I'm not going to give him the DeForest Buckner comp. Maybe you're just saying, like, in terms of body size overall. Because, again, Buckner and Tyree Wilson, very different players. I would like for him to add 15 pounds. And the reason why that I say that, I'm trying to see exactly what he's at right now. Tyree, I believe he's like 275 the last time that I talked to him. Yeah, so he's like 6'6", 275. I think for how long and lanky he is, I would want him to put on probably another 15 pounds of, like, good weight. It might be difficult, but again, he's so long and lanky that I don't think putting on 15 pounds is all that difficult. He's just got to probably eat a little bit more. But I also don't want him to get too slow, and I don't want him to lose his first step, because he has been working really hard of getting a better first step with that foot injury. Let's go to Def Halo, and while we're at Def Halo, I'm going to get some people in that are spamming RC. So I'm going to close my eyes here. You know what? I see Emmanuel Sanchez. I got you. Closing my eyes again here. I see Kirk Lackey with an RC down below. See, a few of y'all stopped for a second. A few of y'all didn't, though. And then I see the last one. Let's go with J. Ray. J-Ray, y'all get the free spots from the Ryan Campbell wheel spin. Chances we get a free safety after training camp, or we just sitting on the backfield by committee. I think this is kind of a difficult one for me because there's a part of me that wants to go, free safety is our biggest team need, and I want the Raiders to sign Justin Simmons and Julian Blackmon. I want this team to add to the secondary because I like Isaiah Pola-Mao, but I believe free safety is our biggest need. There's the other side of me that goes, Pete Carroll and John Spytek, their entire careers have been able to find diamonds in the rough. They've been able to do the most out of the players that they've had. Patrick Graham is a coach that I respect just immensely for his development of defensive players. Marcus Robinson has done a great job. Joe Woods has done a great job of players in that secondary. So I do believe in this coaching staff, but at the same time, I'm like, if we went out and got a Justin Simmons, that would make our defense better. And I'm in the business of, if you have an opportunity to make your team better, you go out and you try to make your team better. But free safety, do the Raiders sign somebody after or before? I don't necessarily know if it matters, but I would imagine a guy like Justin Simmons and Julian Blackmon are potentially waiting for either an injury at training camp, an injury at preseason. But if I was one of those dudes, I would want to be signed on a team to get out there and get more reps during training camp. Let's go to my man, the Night Devil, who threw up an alley-oop here, and I believe we had somebody that threw one down as well. Way to show up, nation. Figure might as well double dip. Can somebody get an alley? So, Night Devil, since the deals today are bangs count as 2, I'll count every 50 here as a 1, and the person that ended up slamming down Night Devil's alley-oop, Blaine Craig. I'll throw one down for you, man. Blaine Craig, also cheers to the Night Devil Fabian Moreno. Which, Fabian, I don't know if that was your deal of the day necessarily, but here's what I'll do. Since Blaine Craig and Fabian Moreno ended up throwing an alley-oop, how about if we get some Raiders down below in the comments section, I'm going to give away 2 more fantasy football raffle tickets because I think that that's a fair thing to do. Some random Chargers news just came in. The Chargers worked out veteran running back Nyheim Hines today. Kind of interesting. Nyheim Hines. Haven't heard that name in a while. Anthony, what up, dude? My last name is pronounced Bamondi. Bamondi? Anthony Bamondi. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I saw Moan and I saw D, and I was like, there's no way he got picked on. Anthony Bamondi. It's an elite last name. I'm not going to lie to you. Anthony Bamondi. I'll tell you this. I will do my best to remember it, though there's a lot of people that know that that's probably not going to happen. And it's not because of you. It's a me problem. Jeremy Chugs, what's up, dude? In enemy territory in Denver, these pony lovers suck. I don't know what's crazier, the picture or the fact that you're in Denver country. Now, dude, I hope you're having I know that you're with some family. I hope you're having a nice little trip yourself. If y'all want to show some love to Chugs, even though he's not here today, he's still tuning into the Raiders Report. That is the definition of a real one as far as I'm concerned. So, let's give 2 spots away to some people that are spamming Raiders. The 2 names that just popped up that I saw were Tybo, Tybo, and then the other one that I see is Raider Rob 1969. Raider Rob 1969. I got you both in. Thank you guys so much again for being real ones. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Let's go to Yoda Jenkins. What up, Yoda? Raiders win 17-3. Welcome back, Mitch. LFG Raiders. Let's go to that wheel spin for Yoda Jenkins. And then I believe we are all caught up on the wheel. Believe we are all caught up. All right, so here is the brand new deal. 60 seconds on the clock. Every $5 super chat that we get, you're going to get 3 tickets for our Raiders Report Fantasy Football Raffle. Minute on the clock. All right, Night Devil, I see what you're saying. I got you. Just give me a moment here. $5 super chat. You get 3 tickets. All I ask is put in a question, put in a comment, give me something to work with. If you're just like, hey, I just want 3 tickets, then it's all good. Raider Rob says, what up, Chugs? Have fun in Colorado. Chip Hall showing love to Yoda Jenkins. DJ Scrappy down below in the chat. We almost got 300 people here in the building, yet 173 likes. If you haven't already, make sure you click that like button, and we are getting very, very close to being able to get into our Raiders versus New York Giants Madden Simulation. And if you don't already know, we will be doing a duck race at the very, very end of today's program. $10 Venmo if you want to get in for a chance to win. Though, I don't know if we're going to get any takers on this one. And that's all good. Some days you get your deals. Some days it doesn't end up happening. The good news is, though, Yoda, since you did send in a 20, you will get 4 tickets for that raffle. You know what? If you could, oh, man, there's a lot coming in now. Dylan Erickson. All right, you got to give Dylan 3. Dylan just got it in time. Dylan Erickson said Rashee Rice is a bum. I'm not going to disagree with that. If it was up to me, Rashee Rice would get a larger suspension. And I think, again, the NFL has just got to do a better job of being able to humble some of these guys. And I think humble's the best way to put it, where, you know, if you do something bad, you should get in trouble for it. I don't care if you're a millionaire. I don't care if you're an NFL player. If you do something shitty, you should get in trouble for it. Dylan Erickson, that's definitely worth 3 tickets, no doubt about it. Let's go to the Night Devil. I think I saw 220. So, Night Devil, what I'm going to end up doing for you is we'll spin the wheel twice. Still give the wheel. From my view, I'll say Bridget Rivera has been super active in the chat. So, this wheel is for her. All right, next one you pick. Oh, I see what you're saying now. So, give Bridget Rivera 4 tickets. We'll do a wheel spin. And then since the Night Devil sent in another 20, I'll pick somebody to give those 4 tickets to. And then whatever that wheel spin lands on, then that's another deal. Right? That's what we're doing, Night Devil? Christopher Domingo, welcome back. Dude, thank you so much, man. I feel good to be back. Feel very, very good to be back. And I mean that. Like, it's I'm still anxiously waiting for, like, the actual season to get underway, but being here, being a part of this, it's always a good time, dude. Always a good time. All right, so Jack is uploading some of the things on the background. I saw somebody ask, Mitch, what's the top fans as it stands right now? Right now, number 1 is Fabian. Number 2 is David Zahn. Number 3 is Patrick Roche for the top fans. And if you see a crown in the chat, you click on that crown, and you can see where the rankings are at right now. It's a brand new feature on YouTube. Your choice, Mitch. On to the game. 24-14. Raiders. All right, if I get to choose, then let's go with Def Halo has been absolutely killing it. So we're going to give Def Halo the 4. We'll give Def Halo the 4. Anthony, I already forget. Spumoni is how I'm going to have to remember it. Also sent in a 5. All right, let's get this wheel spin going. What'd you say? First wheel spin. This is the first one from Fabian. All right, this is how we're going to do it. Since Fabian sent in 2 20s, I'm going to do this. 1 bang, 10 raffle tickets. That's going to count as both of the wheel spins. So we're just going to go double or nothing here for you, Fabian Moreno. Every single bang that we get here on the Raiders Report in the next 60 seconds, you're going to get 10 raffle tickets for, or how, actually, I think we should do it. Yeah, we'll do that. 1 bang equals 10 free raffle tickets. So I think that the way that that was initially designed, now that I'm looking at it, is if somebody bangs, we'll give away 10 spots. That's how it was. So the first person that bangs, we give away 10 spots. If another person bangs, we give away 20 spots. If another person bangs, 30 spots. That's how it's going to work. I got you. All right, let's go to Raiders Sancho here. Getting my new adopted daughter, Rosie, into the fantasy football raffle. Now just working on turning her to the dark side. Sancho, I remember you telling me the other day that you adopted, not the other day, but I remember you telling me that you ended up doing this. I think anybody that has the willpower and has the, I don't know, heart, I think is probably the best way to put it, to adopt somebody, I think is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I think if the Raiders win this year, I think that's going to be the easiest way to turn her to the dark side. But Raider Sancho, dude, you're a great human being, and I want you to know that. Anthony, I rock my Raiders gear every day in enemy territory here in Colorado Springs. I mean, any chance we get to say F the Broncos, to say F Sam, F the Donkeys, I think is always a very, very good day. Friendly reminder that every bang here on today's show is going to count as 2 bangs. So if you send in 1 bang, counts as 2. If you were to send in 2 bangs, it's going to count as 4. And we got Cove Utter Bang! Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me, dude? We're giving away 20 free raffle tickets. No, Cove, you can give Cove some if you want. Cove, you're going to get some. We're giving away 20 spots into our fantasy football raffle. And then after this, I believe we will get into the Raiders. And then we will get into the Raiders and Giants Madden Simulation. So here's how it's going to go. If you want in, I want you to spam see you. See you. It's not bad. Spam see you. Captain Steve, what is up? I'm actually curious if that puts Cove Utter. It does. That puts Cove Utter as the top fan on today's show. 10,000 XP for Cove Utter after that bad boy. I mean, that's crazy, dude. That is absolutely crazy. I don't know how this top fan thing is going to work on YouTube, but Cove Utter now is in first place. Night Devils in second. David Zohn's in third. Patrick Roche in fourth. Those are the 4 people right now with over 5,000 XP. That's it's craziness, man. It's absolute craziness, dude. Absolute craziness, dude. All right, I'm just going to start naming off some people. You ready? Delroy Rogers. Yoda Jenkins. Roy Leos. Cody Bond. Horror Fanatic Lance. Yep. Horror Fanatic Lance. Horror Fanatic Lance. I don't know how that's going to be spelled. Emmanuel Sanchez. Brian Baca. I need Rich Senzer. Raiders for life. All right, I'm going to refresh it again. Here we go. I see Sean Irish. Ike Nasty. Alex Bingo. James Jimenez. Cap Steve Porch. How many is that? All right, we got 6 more to give away. DJ Scrappy, you're getting in. I think, honestly, I'm going to give one to Cove Utter because he's even spamming CU. Shout out to Cove. I see Tom Davis. Let's give one to Tom Davis. Let's give one to Raiders Rackham. I see Miggy Camacho. Nova wrote it. And I believe this is the last one. We're going to go Dogs 138. I believe that's everyone. I believe that is all the names that we got entered in. And again, y'all, we've been live for 55 minutes. Technically 21, that's fine. 21, Co-Vutter, can you do something for me? Co-Vutter, dude, unflippin' believable. If I haven't caught up on everybody, please don't be afraid to yell at me. I will say this one more time. Here's how you get in the duck race. $10 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. The name that I just saw get in, L.A. Crash Dog. Gunny, what's going on, my brother? Greatly appreciate you. Reminder, if you want to get in our duck race, we're going to do it at the very end of today's program. You can scan this QR code with your camera, hover over it. You can also add me as a friend at Mitchell Renz 365. We will be giving away some money, and the way that this show has gone, I have a feeling we're going to be giving away a decent amount of money today on the Raiders Report. So, who you got? If you're going for the silver and black, give me an LV down below. If you're going for the New York Giants, you might be in the wrong chat, but it's okay. We're still going to have a lot of fun today here on the Raiders Report. We got 7-minute quarters, 4-minute quarters, or 7-minute quarters, 4 quarters in total. We have the Madden 25 updated rosters here. Again, I do not control this game. This is a Madden simulation that Jeremy Chuggs ran. I have no idea how this game ended up going down, but I do know this. As it stands right now, the Raiders are 5th in the playoff picture with a 10-4-1 record, and they need to continuously win if they want a shot to guarantee themselves into the playoffs. Now, I believe this. No matter what, I do think that the Raiders are going to make it just based off of the tiebreakers, right? I believe that no matter what, they end up making it, just because I don't think the Bengals can get in over them. I have to look at it again. Yeah, I guess if the Bengals win, they go what? True. It'll be close. So if the Bengals win the last 2 weeks and if the Raiders lose the last 2 weeks, then they are done. Then I don't think that they will end up making it. But then again, I don't know how the Titans and Broncos schedule ends up going. So to me, we win, we're in the playoffs. And I've never done a Madden live simulation game for a playoff game. So here's how we'll do it. We're going to get into the game right now. And I know some people are still sending in some super chats. Gunny, I just saw you. I will get to the super chats after each quarter. So after the first quarter, halftime, third quarter, fourth quarter, that's when we will get to the super chats. It's a big game here, y'all. Can I get some LVs down below? I'm ready to get this game kicked off. It's been a week. I haven't had any Madden simulations, and I don't know about you. I miss doing this shit. I really did. I see Mark. What up, dude? L.A., Blaine, Tybo, Roger Chandler, Seth, all showing love down below in the chat. You love to see it. Raider Nation 80, Raider Rob 1969, Bo Rock. What up, Bo Rock? Raider Sancho, Pete Carroll, looking on. Geno Smith, ready to get this game underway. Ready to get this one underway. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Here we go. Here we go. Raiders are going to start this game with the football, which means the Giants are going to get it in the second half. So the silver and black got to get this offensive game going the right way. Really curious if they can get Ashton Jeanty going. Kick is away. Mickey Camacho said, let's freaking go, man. And that's going to be Tommy Malott at the 6-yard line. Malott, he's going to get out to about the 29-yard line. And here come the Las Vegas Raiders, led by quarterback Geno Smith, Brock Bowers, Jakobi Meyers. Obviously, these stats are from a long time ago. The 2023 season. It's been a while. Here we go. Here we go. All right, come on, Geno. Come on, Jeanty. Let's get this ground game going. Let's get this balanced attack going. Jeanty, he is the lone running back there. Fake handoff to him. He's going to throw quickly. He's going to find his tight end. It's going to be Michael Mayer. And Meyers going to pick up a decent amount of yards, gets up to about the 8-yard line. 2nd down and 2 coming up here for Las Vegas. Brian Daboll looks on. Jesse Patrick, I just saw your name on Venmo. You, sir, are getting in the duck race. I got you. 2nd down and 2. You know what? For this entire Raiders drive, every 2 ducks you get in the duck race, I'm giving you 1 for free. Every 2 ducks you get in, the easiest way for me to see it, though, send in a $20 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. I'm going to give you 3 ducks. It's going to be the easiest way for me to see it. Wolverine. Literally Wolverine X-Man is the guy that just got in. You're in. 1st down and 10. Big time 1st down there. Pick up. Nice little slant to Jakobi. Geno, handoff. Jeanty, right side. And he's unable to break the tackle. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Coming up here for Las Vegas. I really want to see this Chip Kelly offense get it going. I think early in this game, early in this season, you've kind of seen the Raiders do well in the first drive or 2. But to be able to keep that long success is what we're looking for. Pistol formation. Geno. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. They're going to go back to the ground game. Jeanty just dancing around too much. And he's going to get taken down. Nothing to gain. 2 carries, 0 yards. And here's the big opportunity here for the Raiders offense. You got to be able to go out there and you got to convert. The Giants have a great defense, but their offense is not very good. And you want the Giants to be forced to throw the football. Geno, shotgun, drops back, looking, throws, got an open man, caught! 1st down Raiders! All the way down the field, and guess who? It's the man that deserves a contract extension. Type those ones down below for Jakobi Meyers. Big time 1st down for Las Vegas. Chip Paul, Rosie Stewart, J-Ray, Yoda Jenkins, Kirk Lackey. I see you down there below. Big time 1st down for number 16. Ball here at the 22-yard line. Come on, Las Vegas. Come on, Raiders. 2 to the right. Looks like Bowers down there on the bottom of your screen. I think Thornton Jr. also down there at the bottom. Fake handoff to Jeanty. Really risky throw by Geno, but it's completed. 1st down, and he finds his man, Tre Tucker. I mean, you had to put that ball in a perfect opportunity, perfect spot there on the flat. If he would have underthrew that ball, that would have been, that might have been a pick 6 if he would have underthrown that one. 1st down and goal. Ball at the 3. J.J. Pegues in the game at fullback. Looks like the Raiders got Jakobi and Dante in the game. Handoff, Jeanty, pay dirt. Touchdown, Raiders. Show me those TDs, man. What a great opening drive for Chip Kelly, for the Las Vegas Raiders, and a huge, huge answer at home, making a statement. If the Raiders win this game, they are automatically in the playoffs, and you got to love it. Sean Irish, I see you. Philip Bogert, I got you. Yoda Jenkins, and then the Night Devil himself, Fabian Moreno, all took advantage of the deal that I offered, which now means we are currently at a $10 Venmo. You would go home with $155 here on the Raiders Report. $10 Venmo, you're going home with $155. Pete Carroll looking on, and he loves what he's seeing. And honestly, you can't really blame him. Chip Paul, Rich Sensor, Mark Martin, Mickey Camacho. I see y'all spamming those TDs down below. Kick is away, and the Giants here are going to take it from the 3-yard line. What a tackle. I can't quite see who that was. Oh, my goodness. Is Jaxson Dart in this game? Jaxson Dart in at quarterback for the Giants, and it is near the end of the season. I'm trying to look here of where the Giants are for our Madden simulation. The Giants' record is 4-11. So if they were 4-11, they would probably go to Jaxson Dart. I mean, here we go. I know a lot of Raiders fans wanted to see Jaxson Dart. Well, now you're going to get to see him in action. Bunches to the left. Tight end to the right. Dart drops back. Quick throw. And it's a... Oh, my God, he dropped it. I think Malik Nabers just dropped a touchdown. He tried to run before he had it. I'll tell you this. If this is a real-life game, the first thing I'm doing is going over to Marshall's stream over on Giants. That would have been Jaxson Dart, Malik Nabers. I think that's a walk-in touchdown. I don't think anybody would have caught him. Def Halo, was it stripped? Maybe. Handoff, Tyrone Tracy. And he's able to get 1 yard, and that's going to bring us to third down. If you bleed silver and black, if you have a pulse, if you're watching this live show right now, let's get some threes down below because it's third down. Come on, man. Yoda, I see ya. Jaxson Dart, shotgun. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Can the Raiders get off the field? Charles Snowden trying to bring some pressure. Dart using his legs. And he plows forward for a first down. That's just unacceptable. I mean, I don't understand how that can happen. Jaxson Dart lowers his shoulder, and he's able to pick up a first down. Unflippin' believable, man. Make a stop. You just got bulldozed by a freaking quarterback. Dart drops back, slings one, and he is just completely wide open. And, I mean, realistically, this has been what has happened to the Raiders. Huge play there by Wan'Dale Robinson. The Raiders have done a good job getting the third down in this game, but have done a horrific job getting off the field on third down. And then when you have an opportunity to get your offense back out onto the field, you give up a huge chunk play over the middle of the field. It's time and time again. Kirk Lackey, Dark looks pretty big. He looks bigger than Kolton Miller, which is crazy. Jaxson Dart, quick throw. He's going to find his man Malik Nabers, and he's going to pick up a gain of 5. Here's some fun trivia for everybody that's watching. Who had more catches as a rookie last season? Malik Nabers or Brock Bowers? MN, Malik Nabers. BB, Brock Bowers. Who had more catches last season as a rookie? They're going to hand it off here to Tracy. Missed tackle. First down for the Giants. I mean, they are just running down the Raiders' throats right now. Gary Backus, I see you getting in. Gary Backus, you getting in. And then I see Dungeon Fitness, you getting in. Though, Gary, I believe you did send yours in at the right time, so I see you, Gary. I got you. I see you, Gary. I got you. 10 right now to win, 190 on the show. Second down and 1. Can this Patrick Graham Raiders defense get off the field? Can we get off the field? Second and 1. Handoff, Tracy, first down and goal. Coming up here for the New York Giants. 5 seconds to go. Excuse me. 45 seconds to go. First down and goal, ball to 5. Come on, man. Come on, defense. I said 24-21 was my score prediction. Throw almost picked. Oh, my goodness. He's got to come down with that. I mean, that ball was thrown right to Elandon Roberts, and it's a drop. I literally thought he ended up picking it. Oh, I'm sick to my stomach right now. I don't know how you don't intercept that one. Unbelievable. Make a play. Second down and goal, ball at the 5. They're going to go fake handoff. Open, caught. Wide open, middle of the field, Malik Nabers. It's just the wide open, middle of the field, wide open, middle of the field, wide open, middle of the field. Raiders just got to get an answer for the middle of the field in this game. Yeah, Gary said Max is getting double teamed. I double team him. Pause. Blaine Craig, you in? I see you, Blaine. I see you, Blaine. The Giants are an extra point away from tying this ball game up. Patrick B, Mount Raidermore, what's going on, Patrick B? I see you down there below. I see you down there below. You know what else I just saw down below? Dude. Oh. I got you. I got you. Oh, man. Anthony, you're a crazy dude, man. Just wait, Anthony. We got 21 seconds, and then this place is going to absolutely, positively erupt. Kick is away, and it's going to be returned here at the 5-yard line. It's going to be Tre Tucker. He's got some room, Tre! And it's a good return there. He gets out to about the 38-yard line. That might be the best return we have seen all season long by the Silver and Black. A monstrous return. 15 seconds to go. Ball here at the 38-yard line. Geno Smith under center. 3 to the right. Geno drops back. Looking. Still looking. Throws. It's going to be completed. And that's going to be Michael Mayer. And we got 2nd down and inches. And this is going to do it for the first quarter of action. Raiders are tied 7-7 going into the second quarter. There's always a first, and you always remember your first. Anthony Bamondi! Bang! First bang! Raiders! The Queefs suck. The Dolts suck. The Donkeys suck. It's Raider Nation for life. Raider Nation for life, dude. I mean, this team is light years better than what they were the last time this year from top to bottom. I don't know if I'm going to say from top to bottom. I do agree with you that this Raiders team is better. And I do think that. I think you have a major upgrade at head coach. You got a major upgrade at quarterback. Major upgrade at running back. Your receiver room is better. Your tight end room is going to be a little bit more complete. The only reason why I won't say from top to bottom is because our defense, to me, is not better than what it was last season. I think our linebacker room is a little bit weaker. I think our safety room is a little bit weaker. I do think our cornerback room has potential to be better. I think our defensive line has potential to be better. But I do think as an overall whole, this is a better Raiders team. And I can't believe that there are people out there that don't think that this is truly a better Raiders team. With that bang, that now puts Anthony Bamondi in 2nd place in our XP top fans list. Jack, could you show by any chance the top fans list? And we'll just quickly run through some of the people here that are on this list. I don't know if it hasn't updated yet. But man, oh man. Man, oh man. Anthony Bamondi. Christ, I'll get it. Anthony Bamondi. You, sir, get 2 extra bangs in our July bang competition. The first bang of your career. And this is where our YouTube's top fans go. This is a brand new feature. Can we just show the top 10? David Zollin coming in at number 4. Patrick Roche at number 5. Blaine Craig at 6. Drew at number 7. Husker Raider at number 8. Ryan Campbell at number 9. Yoda Jenkins comes in at number 10. And if you're wondering, Mitch, what is the top fans XP? What is the leaderboard? This is what YouTube says. A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges in the live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. How do you get on the leaderboard? Send live chat messages and send super chats and super stickers. That is how you gain XP. That is from YouTube. It is a new feature, and we're going to be showing it a lot more often here on the Raiders Report. YouTube don't know shit. I'm number 1 from Raider Prime. Raider Prime, you got a prime spot in my heart, no doubt. What up, Gunny? What up, fam? Welcome back, my brother. SaveAWarrior.org for veterans and first responders struggling. If you do go, there's an L3. If you look up Father Tom or Save a Warrior, you might be able to find it. Gunny, Jeremy isn't here today, so I don't always have all the graphics that I usually do, and this is probably a little bit more on me. But if you guys want to donate, SaveAWarrior.org. Tell them Father Tom sent you. Perfect. Yep. Here's going to be the link for you guys. SaveAWarrior.org/donate. I I think at the end of the day, if you have the ability to help out other people, I think you should always try to do that. So, Gunny, keep on spreading goodness into the world, dude. I think you're one of the most outstanding human beings that I've ever come across on this YouTube show. I think you're one of the most outstanding human beings that is on this planet. And I don't know if you've seen where the world's at. We need more good people like you. Let's go to Ventrac for the great tuna. Never forgotten. Shout out to my man Brandon Jasper, dude. It's Brandon is somebody that I know for a fact is always going to be smiling down, is always going to be cheering on the Las Vegas Raiders. And I guarantee you this, he would have been really proud of today's show, and he would have been really proud of y'all because Brandon was never afraid to have a good time, and I see a lot of people showing love, showing out to each other in today's live show, and I think that's a beautiful thing, supporting each other and supporting, this stream. So I shout out to everyone that keeps on bringing up his name because I think it just goes to show that, again, we are so much more than just a YouTube channel. Anthony Bamondi with the bang right there. Jersey Boy. We will answer this one from Jersey Boy, and then we will get into the second quarter action here on the Raiders Report. Enrique said more Raider fans would make the world better. It'd make our world a lot better. I know that. And I think we got to win. If the Raiders start winning, I promise you we will get more fans. It's been a lot of losing the past 20-something years. Would you rather the Raiders sign Mike Hilton or Justin Simmons? Hope they make a move for either one of them. I would go for Justin Simmons personally. If y'all want to vote down below MH for Mike Hilton or JS for Justin Simmons, please don't be afraid to. I'll say this. I view that the Raiders are going to run a lot of 3 safety sets, and Jeremy Chinn, Isaiah Paul-Lamal, and Justin Simmons, to me, is a better grouping than, I don't know, Mike Hilton. Let's go Eric Stokes and Darien Porter. I also know that Simmons has more coaching connections and front office connections than somebody like Hilton, and I don't just look at defensive back as being a need. Yes, it is a need, but to me, what I think the Raiders would honestly do is they would sign Justin Simmons, put him at free safety, which then would allow you to put Isaiah Paul-Lamal as like this safety, linebacker, cornerback hybrid player that they used him as a little bit last season, and it would be easier for him to kind of replace, I would say, Nate Hobbs overall. Those are the type of players that you've seen Patrick Graham have a lot of success with, finding these like safety hybrids. Jabril Peppers is a great example of that. Let's go to the second quarter. Tybo, when would it happen? I don't know, man. I think at this point, if the Raiders want to do something, they have the money, they have the resources, they would be able to get it done. Second quarter action coming up here on the show. What do you got for me? Perfect. Geno looking, scrambles, somehow gets away for some pressure, and he picks up a first down with his legs. I thought he was going to be a sitting duck. I thought Geno was going to be in a lot of trouble there, but he was able to maneuver his way out, pick up a nice little first down for Las Vegas, get those ones going down below. Come on, man. Get the ones going down below. Handoff, Jeanty, and another first down for the Silver and Black. 6:19 to go, and the Raiders are marching. Come on, Las Vegas. Come on, Las Vegas. We got 2 to the left. Looks like 1, maybe 2 to the right. Geno, shotgun. Jeanty's the running back. They're going to send Tre Tucker. He's going to go in motion. Geno looking. Quick throw. Finds his open man, and that's going to be Dante Thornton Jr., and the rookie's going to pick up 9. Second down in inches. Coming up, Raider Nation 80. Enrique, Brian Baca. I see all y'all down below spamming those ones. Also, at halftime, I am going to have to go pee real quick. So we'll do a quick little halftime deal. And then once I get back, oh, wow, a huge deal just went down in the NFL. First down Raiders. Michael Mayer is the recipient of that. The Packers and offensive tackle Zach Tom have agreed to a 4-year, $88 million extension worth up to $92 million. Tom has started every game the last 2 seasons. It's coming off a year which he had an 87.5 PFF grade. So some big-time Green Bay Packers news has just gone down. Geno looking, using his legs, and he's not able to get much. 2nd down and 9 coming up here for the Las Vegas Raiders. Tyree Wilson looking on. Adam Butler looking on. Big Mike, a.k.a. Foster Moreno. Yeah, I know. I always say Foster Moreau. It's a habit. 2nd down and 9. I don't think I did today, though. Handoff. Jeanty. Keep going. 1st down and goal. Give it to him again. Give it to him again. He's already got 1 touchdown today. Give it to him again. Kirk, you think you run that well? Shit, Kirk, then we should sign you up. Here we go, man. 1st down and goal. Ball here at the 4-yard line. Geno, handoff, Jeanty. And the Giants do a really good job getting behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, I don't know if this is a fight. I don't know what the hell exactly is happening. I mean, Jeanty got up showing him love, but I don't know who that was for the Giants. I couldn't quite see. Ball here at the 6. Pegues in again at fullback. Jakobi down the bottom of the screen. Handoff, Jeanty. Again, just too much dancing around. He doesn't go anywhere. 3rd down and goal, ball at the 6. So the last time the Raiders had a crucial 3rd down, they were able to pick up a 1st down. Got to throw it here. I'm with you, Seth. I think you got to throw the rock here. You got to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback. And if it's up to me, I'm going to send Brock Bowers in motion here, and I'm going to try to get him on a linebacker. Geno scrambling. Oh, my God, can't take a sack. And he takes a sack. That's the last thing that you could have done. Now you get a chip shot field goal, and I still expect Daniel Carlson to make this, but you're going now to probably about a 37-yard field goal, which it's not a chip shot. It's a field goal that you expect your kicker to make, but that's a sack that you just can't have your quarterback take. Throw the ball out of bounds, Geno. Throw the ball out of bounds. That just simply can't happen. Quite frankly, very, very frustrated that did just happen. Can't happen. What can happen is you can go home with some money today in your pocket. $10 Venmo. As it stands right now, you would go home with $195 here on today's show. Daniel Carlson brings out his foot, and he kicks one through. 10-7 is the score. Daniel Carlson bangs one through. Though, for the way that drive went, for the Raiders to finish where they did, little bit frustrated there. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little bit frustrated there. Here we go. Now we got to be able to get a stop. The Giants get ball to start the second half. Which, if you lose to the Giants, your playoff chances are in jeopardy. Because you got Kansas City next week. And if the Bengals win both of their final 2, I think if the Broncos and the Titans win their final 2, I think that the Raiders would be out. This is the game you got to win. I get you got Kansas City next week, and that's where your mindset is at, but you can't overlook a New York Giants team, a team that you should be able to beat. You should be able to beat. Here we go. Ball here at the 28. Handoff Tracy, and he's going to get tackled. It's going to be a gain of 1. I mean, the Raiders in this game are 10-4-1. 10-4-1. The Giants are 4-11. You can't afford to lose to a team that's 4-11. That is going to take us to the 2-minute warning here. And again, at halftime, I just got to hop out real quick. I'm going to have to go pee. I'll be quick, though. Jaxson Dart looking on, throws it down the field, and a very risky throw, and somehow completes it for a first down for the Giants. They have all 3 of their timeouts. The Raiders have all 3 of their timeouts. Come on, defense. Let's get a stop. John Scheffler lurking in the dark. Mount Raider Moore. What up, Sheffy? Down the field. Oh, I thought he was going to be able to jump the route. Wan'Dale Robinson got hit. Ball came out. 2nd down and 10. Nice defensive play there by the Silver and Black. Yes, John Scheffler in the building. Patrick B in the building. I saw David Zahn earlier in the building. Anytime you got Mount Raidermore that shows up, I hope that y'all always show him love. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Running back in motion. Jaxson Dart's going to drop back, get some pressure. Malcolm Koonce generated the pressure, but Dart stands in the face of pressure, delivers a strike, picks up 9. Now we're 3rd down and 1. Ball to 49. If I'm the Giants, you honestly got to consider going for it here if you don't get it. I would, personally. I would consider going for it. 1:10 to go. Dart looking down the field. Open. Oh, my God, he did not come down with it. Jakorian Bennett on the coverage. Malik Nabers wanted the flag. He just didn't catch the football. So now if you're the Giants, you got a decision to make. Do you put your offense back out there on the field, or do you punt it? And I'm actually surprised they're punting it. You're in the Raiders' territory. I would have gone for it. Oh, my God, he shanked it. Shankopotamus, a punt of 13 yards. Who is the Giants punter? My goodness. I mean, a 13-yard punt is why you go for it. But, I mean, I guess them going for the deep shot probably indicates to me that, they didn't want to go for it. I mean, that should have been a run play, and it should have been another run play. Here we go. Raiders got an opportunity to extend the lead before half. Geno down the field, finds an open man. He's loose. Is that Jakobi Meyers? My goodness. Somebody pay that man. I mean, he's just caught the ball, turned on the Jets. Look at this. Perfect route. And he's able to pick up another 7, 8, 9 yards after the catch there. 55 seconds to go. The Raiders did use one of their timeouts. 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Come on, Raiders. If you're able to, I don't want a field goal. I want a touchdown. Let's make this a 17-7 game. Make them feel the pressure. Smith drops back. He's going to find a receiver. And he's going to be open. It's going to be caught. And guess who? It's this guy. Jakobi Meyers all the way up to the 29-yard line. He has been feasting in today's matchup. You got to respect it, quite frankly. He has been absolutely feasting in today's matchup. Geno, shotgun. 51 seconds to go. You got 2 timeouts left. Smith drops back open. Finds the tight end. That's going to be Brock Bowers, and that's always a good combination. I said last week on the show that I think Brock Bowers is the best player on the Las Vegas Raiders. Do you agree with that take? Y for yes, and for no. I also said it's determining on also where he ranks based on position, and that's open. Tre Tucker, touchdown. Show me those TDs, y'all. Show me those TDs. Tre Tucker, wide open. Geno Smith just delivers the strike. I mean, this is what Chip Kelly does so well. He's got, I believe that was Jakobi Meyers, Tre Tucker, Brock Bowers on one side of the field. Bowers and Jakobi have been the top 2 target getters in this game. Kind of just turn around looking for a screen. And because the defenders are going to be able to, they have to respect Bowers and Jakobi more than they respect Tre Tucker. It's just a fact. Leaves open Tucker, gets his matchup on a safety. Safety doesn't come over. Easy walk-in touchdown for the Raiders. Extra points up, and it's good. We got a 17-7 ball game. 4 plays, 64 yards. And now the Giants got 16 seconds, 3 timeouts. There is still time for them to get a field goal, but what an answer by the Raiders. An absolutely legendary answer by the Las Vegas Raiders. Awesome stuff there, dude. Touchdown, silver and black. Jose Salido, Raider Sancho, Def Halo. I see you. I appreciate the comments. Here we go. Daniel Carlson getting ready to kick this one away. Back to receive the kick is going to be the Giants. It's going to go into the back of the end zone. I mean, a turnover here would be legendary. If I was the Giants, I would take a shot deep. I know Malik Nabers just dropped that ball, but you have one of the better young receivers in the league. You never know. You might be able to get a PI call. I would take a shot here deep. Dart, handoff. And the Giants are going to go the courage, the cowardly way. And I believe that's going to take us to the end of the first half. Great first half here by the Silver and Black. They are up 17-7. My score prediction was 24-21, which I'm not going to lie, I kind of like where I'm sitting right now. I like where I'm at right now. So we are at halftime, and here's what's going to happen. While I'm away taking a pee, my guy Jack is going to be here. He's going to be hanging out with Raider Nation, answering questions. If you guys want to talk to him about movies, baseball, literally anything, please do not be afraid to ask him some questions. While I am away, the two deals that I am going to do are going to be this. And nothing too crazy, but we're going to give out some good deals here, okay? Every single $5 super chat that comes in during halftime, I'm going to give you 2 raffle tickets. Every single $20 Venmo, I'm going to give you 3 ducks into the race. We're doing a $10 Venmo race today. Every single 50 that we get, I'm going to count it as a bang, just like we've been doing. I'm going to count it as a bang, and I'm also going to give away some raffle tickets. Let's give away 5 raffle tickets for the fantasy football raffle. What do you say? Yeah, let's go to the 2 soups. What up, George? Just to send love for the Silver and Black. Love the show. Will not watch any other show. Y'all rock. I appreciate the fact that you love this show, and I appreciate, the I'll call it loyalty to this program. There are a lot of other great Raiders content creators out there. Like, to me, there are people that I think do deserve love and respect for doing this. I also appreciate that people like tuning into the show. I do think that we do it bigger and better than anyone. But I also think that if you're a Raiders content creator and you're not saying the same thing, then, what are you actually doing? You got to have that Maxx Crosby mindset when you do this, right? Like, I want to get 1% better every single day. I want to be the number one content creator. I want to be the number one guy for the Raiders. And, I hope that there's some day that Mark Davis gives me a call and says, hey, what you're doing on YouTube's cool, but I'd love for you to be able to do it at Allegiant Stadium. That's the ultimate goal. What up, Rosie Sancho? New fan, Sancho is my hero. I'm guessing Raiders Sancho is your hero. Thanks for all you do from Def Halo. Again, I wouldn't do what I did if I didn't love what I do, but I also wouldn't do what I do if the nation didn't show up and always show the utmost loyalty and the utmost respect to me and everybody here at Chat Sports. And I truly, truly mean that. And y'all deserve the utmost love. You deserve the utmost respect. And that's why we get, I think, everything that we do here at Chat Sports. So Raiders Sancho is Rosie's dad, you said. Oh, wow, dude. That's amazing. Rosie, welcome to the nation. So I'll be right back. I just got to hop off real quick. The deals are whatever the deals that I said. So we'll say $5 super chat, you get 2 raffle entries. $20 Venmo, you get 3 ducks into the race. And then I'll do every 50, well, technically every 50 was all. Every 50 is going to count as a bang. You don't need somebody to alley-oop to get that bang, and we'll give away 5 raffle tickets every time somebody does that. Cool? That deal stands until I get back, and as soon as I get back, we'll get into the third quarter action here on the Raiders Report. In the meantime, Jack Lotteray, everyone.
Raider Nation, what is going on? How are we doing? Who you got? LV for the Raiders, NYG for the Giants, or if you got any questions, let me know. And then also the deals. The deals I already forgot. In one ear, out the other. How we doing, Raider Nation? How we feeling? How are we feeling, Raider Nation? Enrique, J-Ray, Wolverine. I see Rosie, Christopher Domingo, Yoda Jenkins. G-Money's tired. I feel that. Enrique, I love the hat. Let's go. I got a Raiders hat. Def Halos, Lesbo, Robert, Gary. Gilbert says Dodgers. I'm doing well. What's going on with the Dodgers? They just got swept by the Brewers. I mean, They're probably going to make the World Series again, right? They need to figure out their rotation. The rotation always gets injured. Can I get a shout-out from my younger sister, Michaela? Michaela, shout out to you. Thank you for watching. George says, let's go Raiders. Do you have any MLB trade predictions? My biggest prediction, and I kind of hate this, is the fact that there's probably not going to be a lot that happens. The market has yet to materialize really anything at all, which is a little concerning. There are like no teams. There's like one or two teams that have like come out and said that they're going to sell. There are so many teams in the middle of the pack that are still there are too many teams in the middle that are still in playoff races that don't want to sell. Def Halo says can always trade with the Red Sox. They love to give away your players. Maybe Duran. Well, it's funny you mentioned that, Def Halo. The Red Sox are my favorite team. And I actually run a channel here at Chat Sports about the Red Sox. The Red Sox Rundown by Chat Sports. I am the host. Yeah, if they trade Jarren Duran, I'm going to be very sad. Raiders Sancho with the $50 super chat. Let's freaking go. Def Halo says, really, Sox are my team. Def Halo, the Red Sox Rundown by Chat Sports. I am the host. Make sure you go subscribe to that channel if you have not already. Just look up Red Sox Chat Sports, and you should see the Red Sox Rundown. I'm the host of that channel. I love the Sox. Not looking forward to tonight's matchup. I'll say that much. All right, let's get these super chats up real quick. We got a few super chats. So we got Jersey Boy, excuse me. Wow, everyone's saying F the Red Sox. That's crazy. Sancho, what are you doing, man? Come on. Be nice. Come on. Jersey Boy, who will have a better season? Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Nabers, or Brian Thomas Jr.? This might be a hot take. I'm going to say Brian Thomas Jr. because I think you have Liam Cohen in Jacksonville. I think that's going to revitalize Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have a great year. And I think that Brian Thomas Jr. is going to single-handedly be like 10 times better because of that. So I'm actually going to say Brian Thomas Jr. I think MHJ is going to be the worst of the three. Because I don't trust Kyler Murray as much as I would a Russell Wilson or a Trevor Lawrence. So personally, that's what I would do. What was the deal for 5 again? Was that 2? So Jersey Boy is getting 2. Thank you so much, Jersey Boy. And then Raider Sancho. I don't even know if I want to. I don't even know if I want to because you're saying F the Red Sox. I don't even know if I want to put this up. But I'm going to. Half price bang, you say? Shout out to the new member of Raider Nation, Rosie. Raiders! Shout out, Sancho.
What is going on?
Oh, and Mitch is back.
Back here in the building. You know what? You can leave this one up because I heard this one come in. No, I had to go get it. Thanks for giving me a second. I also just had to grab like a quick little bite to eat. That was on me. I've been trying to I was trying to lose weight for the wedding. So I didn't eat anything today, and I'm not going to lie, I was kind of getting a little bit dizzy standing up here yelling. But you know what, Sancho, I don't think you're going to get mad at me for how I'm going to do this one, but let's do it like this. This one's coming in from Rosie. Bang! Come on, dude. John Fallon, I see you down there below. Sancho, you're an absolute legend, dude. Again, man, I think I've been able to meet a lot of really, really cool people in my day. That picture still is holds very, very near and dear to my heart. And I think, you know, like people like yourself that do everything that you do for your family, I think people that show up and show out for their family the way that you have in the short amount of time that I've known you, I think just illustrates, I think, what a what the definition of, I think, of a dad would do. You know, I think it's that you would do anything. You would give your left nut for your kids. So, Sancho, it's all love, dude. You know I love you. You know I love you. All right, we see another super chat. I think we had a few that came in. Jersey Boy got 2. Raider Sancho. And because Sancho decided to bang, here's how we're going to do this. Whoever spams Rosie, Rosie, we're going to give away 5 raffle entries for our fantasy football raffle. And again, that winner is going to be announced July 31st. And the other cool part is you don't need to have the most to win. Rebel Montana had literally a 1% chance to win, and he ended up winning. So shout out to Rebel for being able to get up in there. All right, let's ski some Rosies down below. While I see that, I also saw some people take advantage of my duck race offer. Steven Montanez and L.A. Crash Dog were the people that decided to take me up on my offer, and now it is a $10 Venmo. You would go home with $225 here on the Raiders Report. Pretty good for a Monday. Put $225 in your pocket. You got to be watching, though, at the end of the show. Get in the duck race. And I think how crazy these Madden Sims have been makes me even more excited for the Raiders preseason games, which, by the way, Fabian Moreno, I don't know if you're still here. I hope you are. I'm going to have a conversation with my bosses on Wednesday about coming out and visiting you. And if I come out there, not if, when I do come out there, I'm just trying to figure out the exact days. I'll also let you know since you're a part of like the Raiders group out there in Tucson, Arizona, and we'll be able to. It's your hometown? All right, well, so Fabian, I don't know if you're here, but Jack just said that his family still lives out there. How about this? If your family wants to go check out a restaurant, okay? Desert Shark Tucson. It's poke. If they go, tell them to send a receipt to you, and then I'll Venmo them or you the money. Well, no, I want people to go check out the restaurant, but if I knew you were from that area. Jackson, Arizona State guy. Not a party school, though. Educational Institute, he said. If your family or anybody goes, obviously, like, don't run up the bill, but just go get some, like, food, go get some drinks. Tell them to send me the receipt, and I'll send the Venmo. I'd honestly love for your family to go try out the food. Though they got to wear Raider stuff, though. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let's go to Ed Robbins, who is the only team to lose a playoff game after being up 3-0. Oh, the Yankees to the Red Sox. I knew Ed as a Boston guy. Ed was like still probably is one of our biggest supporters over on our Celtics channel. But Ed, I think this, man. I think recognize real, and for Jack to be able to do a show after every single baseball game is crazy. And I think it's, you got to respect people that hustle and do the grind that we do. But when you really want to be able to make something out of, a YouTube channel yourself, you kind of got to go above and beyond. And believe me, there were people that were yelling at me that we had videos going out every single day during my honeymoon. People were like, stop doing videos during your honeymoon. I was like, well, if you want to be that 1%, if you want to be the best, sometimes you got to be willing to do things that are a little bit different. So I think Jack deserves a lot of credit. And if there are any Red Sox fans out there, please go check out his Boston Red Sox channel here at Chat Sports. And I think if you want to put the link down in the comments, down in the description, you're more than welcome to. The Night Devil! Bang! Another one! Man, oh man. Oh man. Craziness, dude. I'm also seeing a lot of people still spamming Rosie, so here's how we'll do it. I'm going to start listing off some names if you could write those down for me. Or, you ready? Raider Nation 88. Let's go Christopher Domingo. Let's go with Enrique Marin Jr. I see Sir Turtle 559. And then let's go with Zalesbo 69. And you know what? Just for one more for good luck. Steven Stockotten. It's the German name. It's the A with the umlaut. Little trivia out there. How many letters are in the German alphabet? There are 26 letters in our alphabet. How many letters in the German alphabet? It's more than 26. If you don't know. And yes, if anybody is a Red Sox fan, Red Sox Rundown by Chat Sports. It's the show that Jack hosts, and he does a lot of great stuff over there. If there's any Red Sox fans, there is no better place to stay up to date. Night Devil, I'll send my contact info to start the conversation. I'll say this. You don't need to send anything. You've already done enough. I have all your information, so I can just send it to Jack and his family. But if your family, I don't know if they like poke. I'm sure I know you have a lot of other stuff on your menu as well, Fabian. But Jack's mom just texted back and said she will check it out. So you're going to get some more customers there, Fabian. And I hope if anybody ever goes to Desert Shark Tucson, you rock your Raiders gear. Don't be afraid to tell them that you're from the Raiders Report. And I think when we have the opportunity to show love to people that show love to us here, we always try to do that. So, tell her to get some food. Just send me the bill, and I'll be more than happy to Venmo her. I want to get this place popping. Because I'll tell you this, when I show up and when I chow down, I hope you're ready because I'm going to be eating. I'm going to be eating. All right, y'all. Let's keep this Raiders game rocking and rolling here. Get ready to get in the third quarter of action here on today's show. You ready? Y'all ready? Let's go. Pete Carroll hyping up his squad, getting ready for them to get out there on the football field. The Nation looking it up on Google. I know, 30. 30 letters. Do you know why it's 30? And what a tackle there. I think that was Eichenberg. Gets out to the 25-yard line. It has to do, I believe, with the umlauts over the letters. And when you see two S's in the German alphabet, it looks like a capital B. So instead of them writing SS, they write a letter that looks like a capital B, is how I would describe it. Kirk Lackey, Pete Carroll looking young. I don't know if looking young or however else you want to put it. It doesn't look like Pete Carroll, though, I'll tell you that. Gain of 2, second down and 8. My mother-in-law is from Germany. My mother-in-law is from someplace right outside of Mexico City. That's where Alex's family's from. Yeah, Yoda found it. I don't know. It's Strauss, something like that letter. Second down and 8. They got 3 to the right. Giants, Jaxson Dart. They're going to go to the ground game again here with Tracy. He's got a hole. Big lane. And it's a big-time pickup there for the New York Giants. They get all the way up to the 44-yard line. Roche, did you get my score prediction? 27-24. I almost just want to lie and say no, because you might really get this one. Roche, hey, man, if that score prediction ends up being right, I owe you a boot. I owe you a boot. Handoff again. Nice play behind the line of scrimmage there. Isaiah Polamau comes up to clean up the mess. Second down and 10 here for the Raiders defense. Again, if the Raiders win, they are in the playoffs for our Madden simulation. 5:37 to go. Come on. Come on. Under center is Dart. It's going to be a fake handoff. Raiders brought some pressure there. What a play by Jakorian Bennett to dislodge it from Malik Nabers. And I'll tell you this, Nabers has probably dropped over 100 yards. Like, I know that that's a tough play, but you expect your second-year receiver to be able to make that play. You expect Malik Nabers to be able to make that play. He's dropped probably over 100 yards in this game. Totally different game if he's able to hang on to it. Third down. Can we get off the field? Picked! It's going the other way! What a play there by Elandon Roberts! And he gets up and he's hurt. So he picks off the ball, and now he's getting up. He's got a little bit of a rib issue. Let's get some INTs down below. And the Taino turnover belt is out in action. What a play there by Elandon Roberts. We finally got to stop. If you would have told me that Jaxson Dart would have threw a ball 9 yards over the middle of the field, I would have probably bet my life that it was going to be a first down. Huge interception for the Raiders. Ball here at the 50. Power eye. Geno drops back. He's going to throw it. Jeanty tried to catch that. Though, speaking of like catches like this, did y'all see that flag football catch by that kid? He's like 14. Down the field, he like jumped over 2 dudes, caught it one-handed. It was an unbelievable catch. That's honestly what that reminded me of. Here we go. Geno throws down the field, caught. They don't have an answer for Jakobi Meyers, and quite frankly, I'm okay for it. I'm all right with it. Def Halo. Jeanty batted it down. To be honest with you, Def Halo, Jeanty should get a PBU for that. Give him a PBU for that attempt. First down at 10, 4:56 to go here in the third quarter. This is the time of the game where we got to put the nail in the coffin. Make them feel it. You go up 24-7, that's a monumental difference between 20-7. Here we go. Geno looking down the field again. He's going to find an open man, and it's Jakobi Meyers over the century mark. 6 catches, 100 yards. Type those 100s for Mr. Jakobi. Christopher Domingo, I see ya. Rosie Sancho, I see ya. Enrique, Gary Backus, I see all y'all. Ball here at the 25-yard line. Geno's under center. He's going to drop back. Giants are going to break some pressure. Geno throws a helium ball. I think that ball might have scraped the roof. I don't even know. That looked like when you play Madden or a video game and you call hike accidentally, and because like you're trying to call hike, you like tap it. I can remember when I used to play video games, it'd be like, as soon as you call hike, it just taps and just gets floated in the air. That's what that looked like. Second down and 10. Oh man, quick throw, and it's Jakobi. I don't mind the idea there, but it's a very risky play for where you are right now in the field. Ball to 25. DJ Scrappy. What's your name, DJ Scrappy? I don't know if I did. Fake handoff. Geno down the field. Open, caught! Michael Mayer! Touchdown! Raiders! Come on, 87. I mean, if the Raiders want to be able to take that next step and be a truly elite offense, I believe this is going to be a good offense. But if we want to be an elite offense, you need players like Michael Mayer and Tre Tucker to be able to take that next step. Mayer smash from Taino. Mayer smash from Taino. What a touchdown score. What a deliver there by Geno Smith. Raiders are up 23-7, and the momentum is absolutely on the silver and black side. Again, I saw somebody asking if I got them in the duck race. If the name is Wolverine, then yes, definitely. We have a bunch of different names that are in right now. Right now it's a 10 to win 225. Raider Rob spamming playoffs. Wolverine, what up, man? Chip Hall, J. Ray. Venthrak, points off turnovers are the sweetest points of all. I'm not going to disagree. The only reason why I will disagree a little bit more is points against the Chiefs just feel a little bit better. Points against the Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers just seem to hit a little bit more than against the Giants. But if we get a dub, we're going to the playoffs, man. Playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs? Come on, man. Richard Kelly said, Mitch, give me another one. Richard Kelly, I got you. I got you, Mr. Kelly. And can the Raiders defense get another big stop here? They are right now on a 17-0 run. Tyrone Tracy is going to get the ball, and he's going to pick up 5. I mean, my score prediction, I don't think it's going to happen because I said 24-21. But 2 touchdowns away. The one that I'm nervous about is Patrick Roche, because Roche said 27-24, though that would be a lot of scoring by the Giants. Dart drops back. They're going to throw it short, and a hell of a tackle made by Amari Gainer, and he says, you're not gaining nothing. You're not gaining nothing. 3rd down and 8. Let's turn this into a bloodbath. Let's turn it into a bloodbath. Come on, man. 2:33 to go. Dart, shotgun. Nobody's over there on the right side. Looks like they got 3 to the left. Dart, they're going to go delayed handoff. No. Jaxson Dart steps up. He's hit. And it's the Condor. 98. Mr. Crosby. Crosby talking trash to Jaxson Dart. I promise you this. Dart doesn't have a set of nuts on him to talk trash to Maxx Crosby. Maybe tattoo-less Maxx Crosby. But no way he's talking trash to Maxx Crosby in real life. Give me some 98s. Yoda, Kirk, Dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'll tell you this. I'm looking at the top fan leaderboard. Covutter still in first place. The Night Devils in second. Anthony Bamondi is in third. Patrick Roche in fourth. David Zahn in fifth. Raider Sancho is in sixth. Raider Sancho in sixth place. Though, right now, Covutter and Fabian, they got a pretty significant lead on today's live program. If you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe you've seen the crowns in the chat. There's also a button that you can click on the very top of the live chat. It says Top Fans. If you just want to see where exactly you rank on today's live show, it is a brand new feature here on the Raiders Report. And essentially, the more you comment and the more you super chat, the higher your ranking goes up for YouTube's top fans. Here we go. Geno, scramble, slides, throw a flag. For the love of God. If that was Patrick Mahomes, there would have been 8 flags thrown. Oh, boy, that one was close. AJ. I mean, for Max to have no tattoos would be wild. It's a lot of laser surgery. 2nd down and 4. Geno hands it off to Jeanty. And Jeanty's going to lose 2 yards. I know the Raiders want to try to be this run-first team. But in this game, and when I say this game, I mean Madden. And honestly, like this actual Madden sim, they've just been able to throw the football so much more effectively. Let's keep tossing the rock. AJ, yeah, I mean, when you guys say shit that makes me laugh, I hope that you know I'm going to acknowledge it. Geno open, caught, and guess who? It's this guy, Jakobi. I mean, he might be the most underrated wide receiver in the National Football League. Right now, I just saw a fantasy football draft where he went off the board as wide receiver 39. There is not a more underrated wide receiver in fantasy football. I think the other name that would be criminally underrated, Tre Tucker. Like, to me, Jakobi Meyers is not going to finish. He's going to finish as a guaranteed top 30 receiver in fantasy. And he's going at number 39 right now. 87 catches last season with Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew. Geno Smith drops back, wide open, caught. 1st down, Las Vegas, and they just don't have an answer for him. They don't have an answer for number 16. Maybe Spytek and Pete Carroll should watch this Madden sim so we can give this guy a contract extension. Unbelievable. Nolan Schuler. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Nolan Schuler, you're in the duck race. 10 to win right now. 200 and I want to say 35. 235 to the winner is probably where we're at. Somewhere around that math. I mean, Jakobi is just lights out right now. And if you want to shout out here on the Raiders Report, I want to see who's rocking with us before we get into the 4th quarter. Spam me down below, and friendly reminder that we are going to do a duck race right after this game. And if the Raiders end up getting a dub today, we have officially made the playoffs for our Madden simulation. Jakobi is about to get their coach fired. Let's see who's rocking with us, and we'll go through some of the super chats. If you could, Mr. Ladder Ray. Raider Nation 80. What's up, Zalesbo? I see you. Taino, Emmanuel Sanchez, Nathan McDonald-Ruiz, Raider Nation 88, Dogs 138 in the building, Venthrak, Mr. Stockgotten, Raiders for Life, Chris Burnsy, Raider Miha, Blake Goodwin, Kirk Lackey, what up, Chip Hall, Wolverine 209, DJ Scrappy, and then one more, we got Def Halo, but always I can hear you. Patrick, did you get my score prediction, 27-24? Yes, sir. Yes, we did. Venthrak, points off turnovers are the sweetest points of all. Chiefs points, though, scoring against Kansas City, those are pretty sweet. Elliott Studio, hey, it's Michaela. Oh, what's up, Michaela? Sancho's daughter, shout out to the great Tuna. Can I get a Raiders? Michaela. Oh, man. The whole family, the whole Sancho family is out. When I met Michaela, she's in the picture from Raider Sancho. I want to say she was 14. That's probably, 3 years ago at this point. So probably almost done with high school, continue to grow up. Again, your dad is an awesome, awesome dad, and I can't even believe that you're here watching the show. Sending in a super chat is pretty flippin' wild. I'm not going to lie to you, but thank you for the whole Sancho family for showing up and showing love today here on the Raiders Report. Let's go to White Hat. Mayor's about to get Brian Daboll fired. I'll tell you this right now. If the Giants are 4-11 in Week 17, I don't even know if Daboll makes it that far. I don't even know if Brian Daboll's still around if they're 4-11. Though, I do think the Giants are going to be better than what people realize because whether you like Russell Wilson or not, he's a better quarterback than Daniel Jones, and I do think that the Giants have a very underrated defense. I think it's one of the better defenses in the league. White Hat, you in. If you could give White Hat 2 entries since he sent in a 10. Cool. Anthony, we need to extend Jakobi and Kolton immediately. If we extend them this week to contracts close to your contract predictions, how much cap would we have left for free agents? The only reason why this is a difficult question is because I don't know exactly how they would structure the contract, where if it was up to me, it's a 2-year extension is what I've said for both of those players. 2-year extensions, and maybe they try to, get the money down a little bit. The only reason why I don't think that they would try to help our salary cap is because if I was the Raiders, I would look at the way that I structured Maxx Crosby's extension, where I front-loaded his pay, and then, you backload it a little bit you front-load it because he makes $38 million, $32 million, and then he's somewhere like $29 million over the final 3 years of his deal. I would kind of do something like that with Jakobi and Kolton, where you're probably going to front-load some of it, and then in the next 3 years, 2 to 3 years, their contracts then are some of the best deals that you're looking at. Because to me, I just think that the Raiders' Super Bowl window is 2026, 2027. But I don't think it would help out our salary cap this season. I actually think it would hurt it more. And, yeah, you don't want that to happen. But at the same time, I would rather the Raiders extend Jakobi Meyers and Kolton Miller and tie those 2 players to this organization for the next 2 to 3 years than go out and get a Justin Simmons. And that might surprise a lot of people out there, but I think it would be dumb to not give Jakobi and Kolton Miller a contract extension because of all the other players that you've already extended. How are Jakobi and Kolton not the exact type of players that this regime is looking for? I don't really get it. But Anthony, I would also do it immediately. I just think it would actually impact our salary cap more because I think they would front load the contract kind of like the way they did Maxx Crosby. I know it was a long answer, but Venthrak, I think we already got that one. You're good. The next one is from Gutierrez. Jakobi has never had a fair chance to show he can be a really good wide receiver 1. I'm not going to totally disagree with this statement. The problem is he's just not a wide receiver 1. And I think that is an okay statement to make. He is a criminally underrated receiver. I think he's one of the most underappreciated receivers in the league. I think he's a phenomenal number 2. And yes, I agree with you that he's never gotten a chance to be a number 1. But I also don't view him as a number 1. And I don't think many NFL teams do truly view him as a number 1. Where, you could sit up here and go, I don't know, certain players haven't gotten a fair chance. But also, when you look at that player, you're going, Well, I don't really think that that guy's good enough to be, a number one on a team. I hope that makes sense. Again, I love Jakobi. I think I would extend him in a heartbeat, but I agree with your statement, but I also don't think that he is a wide receiver number one. I'll put it like that. He's going to get an opportunity to show out this season, but even that, he's not the number one in this offense. I would say that Brock Bowers is more of a one in this offense than Jakobi Meyers. If it was an offense that I was running, the top target getter for the Raiders, to me, would be Brock Bowers, and then it would be Jakobi Meyers. So even Brock's going to be the number one. Donald Carpenter, you're next up here. Being a Raiders fan in Oxnard and having to endure the Cowgirls is horrible. I live down here in Dallas, dude. My wife's a Cowboys fan. Chugs' wife's a Cowboys fan. Believe me when I tell you this. I know how difficult it is, and when we were in Mexico, Alex and I, for our honeymoon, we ran into a few Cowboys fans. Obviously, they're probably the most popular team in the world, so you're going to run into more of those fans. And they were even, talking trash, to Alex and I. Now, Alex was also egging it on, but it's tough down here. But I can't wait for Monday Night Football. And man, oh man, I hope I have as big of a smile on my face that day as I did when the Raiders beat the Cowboys. I think it was 36-33 in overtime on Thanksgiving. When I got home that night, I had my phone out. I don't know if any of y'all remember this, but I literally recorded myself walking into my house screaming Raiders. And Alex at the time was very happy to see me because it was Thanksgiving. She was just excited to see me. And I came home talking so much trash, and she was not happy about it. But, hey, that's what you got to do, right? We're married anyway. What up, Bamondi? I think front-loading their extensions makes the most sense, even if it lowers our cap space this season. My score prediction, 27-14, is looking good. Oh, man. And you bang today? This could be a bad one for me. This could be a crazy day for Anthony Bamondi. Though, I did just see Mr. Bamondi is now in the top 3 for today's top fans on our show. Shout out to you, brother. Yoda, what team will always ruin a picnic? Giants. By the way, I'll be at this game in December. Let's go, Raiders. If there's one game that I'd love to take Marshall out to, this would be a hell of a game, though I feel like I'd also have to bring out Rebel. I love a good dad joke, Yoda. I love a good dad joke, Yoda. Though I feel like if Rebel and Marshall cross paths again, it's gotta be a boot race. It's gotta be a boot race. I don't think they will. I think Marshall would be afraid of Rebel. All right, I got a few people that are just getting in here, and then we're about to get into the fourth quarter here. Give me a second. Serapio, I got you in. Serapio Perez, hopefully I pronounced that right. Carlos Rod, I see you're in twice. And then Christopher Slaughter, you are in, which means a $10 Venmo. You would go home with $255 here on the Raiders Report. Are y'all ready to get this fourth quarter action started? I don't know about you. I'm ready to get this fourth quarter action started. Pete Carroll eagerly looking on. Are we planning a replacement for Carter Bradley? No, Steven. His name is Geno Smith, Aiden O'Connell, and Cam Miller. First down and 10. Geno Smith, shotgun. Looking, throws. Jeanty caught, and that's going to get us up to a first down. Geno Smith today is absolutely cooking. 257 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Jose says, I'm 42. How about this? I'm curious. Go down right now, click on the top fans button, and tell me where you guys rank. I want to know where you rank. First down and 10. Geno, fake handoff. Looking. Still looking. Throws it out of bounds. Second down and 10. I wonder if freaking Bamondi, I'm just never going to get it. Oh, dude, I love that. That's really sick. If Anthony Bamondi is probably rooting for a field goal right now. He doesn't want a touchdown. He predicted 27. Geno looking, throws, picked off. You just can't have that happen. Jevon Holland, the free safety. I mean, if you're the Raiders, I don't know why you're not just running the football, trying to kill some clock. I mean, I get that they're trying to bury him, but even if you would have been able to kick a field goal, right? You go up 27. That's just a bad throw there by Geno Smith. You just can't have that happen because now you're going to give the Giants an opportunity to get some momentum. And now they're going to have an opportunity to go right down the field and, oh, man. I mean, this is still a 3-possession game, so I don't want to oversweat it too much, but the Giants have all 3 timeouts. All 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Maxx Crosby starting to heat up. Call flag! Got him! Jermaine Illuminor! You can't hold him! Maxx Crosby! Though, I actually think Zalesbo predicted 26-24. I'm not kidding. I think Zalesbo, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I saw somebody predict 26-24 earlier. Am I tripping? What a play! Jermaine Illuminor, I'm sorry, homie. But 98's a bad, bad man. 98's a bad, bad man. 26-7 is the new score. Let's say Zalesbo said 26-7. I'm almost worried Chugs told Zalesbo what the score was going to be. She said 26-24. I'm concerned because I know Chugs talks to Zalesbo. Zalesbo, I got my eyes on you. I'm telling you this right now. I feel like I'm getting got right now. I feel like I'm getting got right now. Zalesbo said he didn't. I don't know. Zalesbo, I don't know. 26-7 and Anthony. Sorry, brother. Max ruined it, but hey, we got a safety. We're going to get a dub. Handoff, Jeanty. And that's going to be a gain of 2. Let's just let this clock tick down, man. Yoda, you're probably right, dude. Tick, 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 tick. Jose Salido, Gary Backus, and Dogs, 138, all showing love. Emmanuel Sanchez says that pick was so worth it. I mean, honestly, kind of was, yeah. Jeanty! He's loose! And that's a huge pickup. I mean, you could tell he was trying to not turn over the ball. He was just doing everything in his power to just hang on to the football. Though what he should have done is stay in bounds. Yoda. We got 3:70 to go here. Clock continues to tick. First down and 10. J.J. Pegues in at fullback, and they're going to go back to Jeanty in the ground game, and that's a huge running lane. And Jeanty went from averaging probably like 2.5, 3 yards per carry to now having himself a hell of a game, probably close to 5 yards per carry for the Raiders' rookie running back. Come on, man. The Raiders' house, somebody say the house is on fire. I think that's a glare. Though the torch has got to be lit right now. Torch is always lit. Handoff, Jeanty again. He's just kind of bouncing around. Got to get north and south, Ashton. You got to get north and south. Luis Rodriguez said, Mitch, get me in that duck race. Luis Rod, I got you, my brother. I got you, Luis. Right now it's a 10 to go home with $260 here on the show. 10 to win, $260 here on the show. Handoff, Jeanty. He's going to get another about 5, maybe 6 yards. Clock's going to continue to tick down. If you're the Raiders here, do you kick the field goal? Or are you like, we're just going to keep going for it? Do you make this a 29-7 ball game? Geno, looking, open, or you just throw it to Jakobi Meyers every play. 10 catches, 147 yards, and a first down, Las Vegas. They just don't have an answer for him. I mean, They don't have an answer for him. He's wide open. He's just cooking right now. Dude's absolutely cooking right now. We have almost 400 people here in the building. If you want the Raiders to make the playoffs, hit that like button. Handoff. Jeanty dancing, and he's going to pick up 6. Can smell it. Can smell the playoffs. I can smell the playoffs. Feels good. Come on, man. 26-7 is the score. We don't need another pick here, Geno. We don't need another pick here, Geno. Power eye. Pegues, fullback. It's going to be a pitch to Jeanty. And he's going to get a yard. I don't like pitch plays in Madden. I just don't feel like that they work well. It just takes too long to develop. 3rd down and 3. Run it again. Let it go all the way down to the 2-minute warning and run it again. Let it go down. Thank you for the love of God. 2-minute warning. I mean, if the Raiders lose this game, then Josh McDaniels took over for Pete Carroll, Antonio Pierce. Pete Pierce. Jeanty, 1st down, blouses. Though, sometimes they still, run it. They're still run it. I don't think the Giants are. They're hanging on to him. What I don't get, though, is why not take a knee if you're the Raiders? They're like, you know what? Let's get Jeanty another touchdown. Jeanty just going right up the middle of the field. Oh, wow. That's sick. That looks really cool. I just got my boss James just brought in a Raiders mural looking thing. Get some wall art. Handoff, Jeanty. Pete Carroll's got Jeanty on his fantasy team, and I respect it. Go for 2 then, Pete. If you're going to keep running up the score, go for 2. Stick a fork in him. He's pasta. Which, here's a question that we had a debate at Chat Sports today, and you'll see it on our social media later this week. Is macaroni and cheese considered pasta? Yes or no? Anyone's opinion. Oh, well. Why for yes and for no? Is macaroni and cheese considered pasta? I disagree with the person in the kitchen's take. I disagree with Avery's take. George says yes. Delroy says yes. And Robin says no. Raider Nation says no. 33-7 is the score as it stands right now. And I'll make you guys a deal. If the Giants win this game, every $1 super chat that we get from here on out, I'll do a boot. I'll do a boot. All right. DJ Scrappy sent in a 1. If the Giants win, I'll do a boot. Everyone from here on out, I'm doing a boot. Yep. If the Giants win, Jack also said he would do a boot for everyone that comes in. Blaine said, what would you call it then? I don't disagree that macaroni and cheese is like pasta noodles. But if you're telling me right now, if your wife said, hey, I made pasta, and it's macaroni and cheese, you're not going to be happy about it. We're on it again. Dude, it's, yes. That's not is macaroni and cheese pasta. Oh. I am team macaroni and cheese is not pasta. Jaxson Dart throws completed. Here's the thing. I actually also am not a big pasta for lunch guy. Probably not. I just don't think I think it would be like saying a hot dog's a sandwich. I think a hot dog's a hot dog. I think mac and cheese is its own thing. I know. It's like saying, is a burger a sandwich? Yeah, but if I ordered a sandwich and you gave me a burger, I'd be like, well, it's not what I ordered. Correct. Is lo mein pasta? No, it's lo mein. Is ramen pasta? No, it's ramen. Spaghetti is pasta, not macaroni. All right, we're going to get on a whole nother tangent here. The good news is this. The Raiders are in the playoffs. Big time win, 33-7 over the New York Giants. And Patrick Roche, this month's MVP, says, I think that they should extend Jakobi and Miller before they get better offers next season. I completely agree. Like, I don't understand if the Raiders think that they're going to save money by allowing Kolton Miller and Jakobi Meyers to finish out this year and allow them to test the open market, I think that they're going to be greatly disappointed. I also know that there's going to be more offensive tackles that get a contract, right? Like the Green Bay Packers just extended one of their offensive linemen. That's probably going to up the price tag a little bit for Kolton Miller. If another receiver ends up getting a big payday, that's going to up the price tag for Jakobi Meyers. And I think people that have the mindset of they're going to be able to get them at the exact same price now compared to the next offseason when they hit the open market, you kind of sound like Jerry Jones a little bit. Jerry's got to realize that money changes. And I get it when you're a billionaire. Maybe you don't realize it, but money changes. What up, dogs? Cheers to the nation. Dogs 138. Cheers to you, man. Cheers to you, man. Gary Backus, Mitch, what's your thoughts on Geno? 4,500 passing, Jeanty over 1,000 yards, Jakobi and Bowers over 1,000 yards receiving. I would say the one that is the most likely to me to happen out of all of these would be, I almost would make the argument that Ashton Jeanty getting 1,000 rushing yards is more likely to happen than Brock Bowers getting 1,000 receiving yards. And to me, the Raiders are going to have a lot of mouths to feed in the passing game. I think Bowers is going to get his. I think Mayer is going to get, let's say, if Mayer gets 300 to 400 yards, that's going to take a little bit away from Bowers. I think Tre Tucker is going to get some this year. I think Dante Thornton Jr. is going to get some this year. I think Bech is going to get some this season. I don't anticipate Geno to throw for 4,500. That seems like a lot. Like the number I'm kind of flirting with Geno is probably like 4,200. Would like for him to be around 27, 28 touchdowns, probably like 7, 8 interceptions. But Jeanty, they're going to run the ball a shit ton. Like, I think that he's going to get 275 carries this season, and I just anticipate that he's going to average 4 yards per carry with this offensive line. I could see Bowers' numbers coming down a little bit. I could see Jakobi's numbers coming down a little bit, but the overall Raiders offense will be better. If I had to rank what I think is the most likely, I would say Jeanty at 1,000 rushing yards, Bowers at 1,000 receiving yards, Jakobi at 1,000 receiving yards, Geno throwing for 4,500. That's probably how I would rank all 4 of those. Let's go to Anthony. There went my prediction. Anthony, thanks for being a good sport, dude. Thanks for being a good sport, my brother. I really appreciate it. DJ Scrappy, what up, DJ? Thank you, man, for showing love. And unfortunately, the Giants did not win, so no boot for you. Ventrack. Handoff Jeanty takes it right up the A-hole. Touchdown Raiders. I think Genty's probably got 17, 18 touchdowns in this Madden season. Probably got 17 or 18 touchdowns, yep. Let's go to Jenkins. What's the cologne you're wearing? It smells good. It's called Playoffs. Playoffs? The actual cologne that I wear, I probably have to ask my wife. It's a YSL brand. And I don't actually know like the name of it. She really liked it. She got it for me last year, which I'm actually just about to run out. Though she must think I stink because her dad, my father-in-law now, he got me some sort of cologne, which I actually think he got me like Gucci cologne. And I think I smell pretty Gucci when I wear it. Though it's made a little bit more for like the wintertime, where my YSL cologne's more for the summertime. But I'm not somebody that picks out my own cologne. I'll tell you that. I used to. I used to. Not anymore. What up, Scrap? First time I'm trying the duck race. Good luck to you, man. Right now I know that somebody's going to go home with, I want to say it's like 260-something bucks. If you want him, $10 Venmo, Mitchell Renz 365. The Night Devil. Mac and cheese is pasta. Oh, Fabian, you're killing me right now. I can elevate it now by scratch cooking cheese using truffles. However, did you give tickets for my last bang? Pretty sure we did give away tickets because what I ended up doing was I did a 2-for-1 deal, but oh, you're talking about the 50 you sent at, I think it was right around halftime. And I don't remember if we did or not. I don't remember if we did. So here's what we'll do. Since Fabian, deal of the day, I'm always down for a good deal of the day. Let's do Y for yes and for no. Is mac and cheese a pasta? Is mac and cheese a pasta? Y for yes and for no. Depending on how you answer this, I might put you in or not. No, I'm just kidding. As long as you answer. As long as you get your answer in. I got another person here getting in the duck race. I see Anthony Green, the man who's probably won more duck races than anybody. Anthony Green, you're in. And then I also see Robert Grendel. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Robert Grendel, you're in. So that puts us now at a $10 Venmo. You would go home with $280 here on today's Raiders Report episode. All right, I'm going to shout out some names here, Jack, if you could put them in for me. Let's go with Dungeon Fitness. We got batteries? Bet. Let's go with Blaine Craig. Dungeon Fitness, Blaine Craig. I see Moonlit Reaper. Let's go Moonlit Reaper. Let's go John Fallon. And then I'll go one more here. First one that I saw was Autumn Wind 1976. Autumn Wind 1976. Shout out to the Night Devil. Anthony, just one, baby. What if you get mac and cheese from an Italian restaurant? Does that make it pasta? I don't think I would ever go to an Italian restaurant and get mac and cheese. You know, like, that's like going to a steakhouse and getting chicken. It's a good point. Is there an Italian restaurant serving mac and cheese? I understand the logic of pasta to pasta. But I'm sorry, if you told me we're having pasta for dinner and you put mac and cheese in front of me, it's just not what I expected. It's just not what I expected. And I think that that's a fair thing to say. Like, if I told you we are, again, I'm making sandwiches, and I give you a hot dog, I'm not going to be happy about it. I also don't like hot dogs, but I think it's, again, just different. I think it's okay where certain things, it's like, what, a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle isn't a square? That's how I would look at it. Yoda, macaroni is the Chargers of pasta. It's pasta, but we point at it and chuckle. I think you're right, Yoda. I think this honestly, quite frankly, is the best way that I could have possibly phrased it. I think it's the best way I could have possibly phrased it. Yoda Jenkins, shout out to you, man, for being a real one. All right, I'm looking at the top fans today, and it looks like Cove Utter is going to go home with the title of the MVP of today's show, followed by the Night Devil, followed by Anthony Bemondi. Anthony Bemondi. All right, y'all, final chance to get in for our duck race today here on today's show, and as it stands, it is a $10 Venmo. You would go home with $280. I think that's the math. 280. 10 to win 10 to win 280. Yes. 10 to win. Uh-oh. What? From Blaine? Oh, hang on. I thought you meant like James. Blaine, have you ever had Irish mac and cheese? Irish mac and cheese? The answer is maybe. I'll tell you what, sounds really good. Irish mac and cheese, made with Irish butter, Irish cheddar, nutty and sharp Dubliner cheese. Some people put Guinness in it. That's wild. I would try it. I don't know if I would eat it now, but if you're telling me it's like St. Patty's Day, that sounds gas. That sounds actually incredible. If lasagna is pasta, so is mac and cheese. I disagree with that take. I disagree with it, but I hear your point. All right, I'm looking right now. Final call to get in. The name that I just saw roll in here is Jesse Patrick. All right, can you go into the doc, copy everybody in the duck race, and we'll be good? Jesse Patrick, you are in. We have a lot of names that are in this race. This is going to be a good one. So is pasta salad pasta? Oh, dude, we're opening up a whole can of worms now. You're allergic to nuts, horror fan. I actually think like peanut butter, peanuts in a pasta I think is delicious. Now, again, that's probably more for like Asian style food. Like if you give me something Asian style, I want some nuts in it. They're side dishes, so probably no. How do we get on these conversations? But I love it. Say that again. Final chance to get in. I'm refreshing one more time. I don't have anybody else. If I get another one, I'm just going to put you in for tomorrow. You can pick whatever. All right, we're going to go old-fashioned ducks here today. I'm not ducking around. Can I get a quick refresh, though? Quick little shuffle of the deck. We got to break the bridge. We are fully shuffled. Somebody's about to go home with $285. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's frickin' run it, man. Out to an early lead. I can't quite tell who that is. I think it's Grendel. I think he was one of the last people to get in. Though Gary Backus now, right here in a very interesting spot. Luis Rodriguez. I always knew he dressed it up as Batman. Sean Irish, that's you. I just clearly can't spell. Sean Urs. Gary Backus. Richard Kelly. Steven Montanez. Who's this down at the very bottom? Oh, that's got to be Richard Black. Richard. Well, I try to type it quick. I don't type well. Anthony. Oh, dude, Bemondi. And look who's in the lead. Anthony Green. Victor! Dude, Victor Lobos is red hot, man. Victor Lobos has been on fire with these duck races. I don't know how many times Lobos has won recently, but he's got to be up there. Victor Lobos. I think Victor won the last time we did this. Victor won 13 days ago. He also won on June 3rd, and he won on May 30th. Victor Lobos has raced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 times and has 4 wins. That's unbelievable. Victor, we're going to Vegas, man. I mean, again, it is totally random. Quite frankly, if I could choose, Victor, you wouldn't have won. If I could pick who would win, Victor, I don't think that you would have won. Though, Anthony, I thought you were right there, dude. And the fact that you were green, that might have been the ultimate win. Victor, if you could please confirm with me down below that you just received $285. That would be much appreciated. Anthony, bro, you were close. Very, very close. Very, very close. I think Raider Nation 80. Yep, I got you. Got it. Victor Lobos has been paying bills here on the Raiders Report, man. It's probably won, since May? He probably won close to $800, $900. $800, $900, not bad. No, I think the person, it's totally random. What's crazy as it is. Yep, I know. Mark said, hey, Mitch, just wanted to say I'm trying Panda Mint Chocolate Ice Cream Protein right now. Amazing tasting product. Also, go Raiders. And I mean this, and I know Panda's not a sponsor today. Anybody that hasn't tried Panda Subs Protein, I really would love for you to try it. It's so much better than what you would anticipate. It's almost too good to be true. You can't even believe it's healthy. So I love the fact that you shared that with me, and the guy that owns Panda Subs is a Raiders Report watcher, so who knows? He might even be here. All right, y'all, I'm hopping on out of here today. Just so all of y'all know, I will be back live tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure those notifications are turned on, and if you did not already know, perfect. Final live game is going to be with the Kansas City Chiefs on Thursday, and I believe this will determine who wins the AFC West. I have not ran the simulation yet for the Chiefs Week 17 game. I'll have to go check that one out. But they typically win. They do. And if they do win, I am under the impression that it would be Chiefs-Raiders AFC West championship game. Wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. Can't wait for it. Also, before I get out of here, I appreciate everyone for being a great sport today. The new top fans feature was a really cool feature. If you could go through, just show maybe like the top 10 of that real quick. It's going to be something that we show going forward on this show. It's a new feature that YouTube has been breaking it down for us, and I know that we've always done bang competitions. We've done a lot of different things on this show. And I know that sometimes my math isn't always the best at mathing, but YouTube's come up with this new algorithm, and based on XP points is how you're going to be able to climb this leaderboard, and this is going to be something that we show very often on this program. So the way that you can get on the leaderboard, super chats, sending in live comments. The more you comment, the more XP you will get. It's really is almost as simple as that. The more you super chat, the higher the XP goes up. I do want to almost keep track of like the highest XP days that we have here and see like what some of the records are. So I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Cove Utter, I'm going to keep track of this. I'm going to keep track of the top fan. Cove Utter, what was his number? 10,000? 10,075 XP. We'll see if somebody can beat it. I don't know. We'll keep track. We'll be doing some different stuff year in and year out. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. 1 p.m. Pacific. Oh, did we get one? Oh, Blaine. I have raced quite a bit and never won on the Raiders Report. I raced one time on Texans today and won. That's actually, Jeremy did tell me that you won on his Texans show the other day. So, I mean, there you go. Blaine could even tell you. It's totally random. Congratulations, though, Blaine. I'm glad you were at least able to win over there. Legendary picture, dude. Legendary picture. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of everybody's day. From me, from Jack Lotteray, huge shout out to him for pulling up today. To all Raiders fans, we're in the Madden playoffs. Next time you'll see me tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we got to battle the Chiefs on Thursday. Again, live on Thursday for the AFC West title.